Bam, 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 bam. Yo, what is up? All right, there we go. Didn't know if we were gonna go live or not for a second. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. Sweet. Let me post this here, and then over here. I mean, I think we're good to go. Let us go. Oh, rip. What's going on? Oh, God. All right, we're good. All right, chat. What is up? It's LaCroix. What's up? What's up, Christina? Hope you're doing well. I think we got it posted, didn't we? Let me check. Don't know if I did or not. All right, we did. Sweet. Thank goodness. Discord was being boots. All right. Yo, hope everybody's day's going well, though. Hope everybody's day's going well. Yo, what's up, Rich? What up, baby? What up, Jessica? Hope you're doing well today. What up, Speedy? What up, baby? Hope you're doing well, Speedy. Hope you're doing well, man. What's up, One American Voice of LaCroix? What is going on, man? What is going on, guys? Yeah, it's been a wild day today, honestly. It's been a very wild day today. Let me pull up the stream over here. That way I have a control to look at, too, when it, just in case anything crazy goes on. My luck, it will. You know, YouTube will probably bot me or something. R.I.P., dude. Yo, if you guys haven't hit the like button, make sure to smack the like button, too. Be heckin' nice, man. Yo, guys, I can't wait to get the sound panels, man. Oh, dude. The room's going to sound so much better. What's up with the manipulation, man? I mean, today's been doing pretty good, honestly. I mean, we're up almost 12% today, which is great. I think we can break $50 to end the day on. There's definitely going to be some pressure though around probably around 240, 245, aka 345 area, because it's very end of day. So we're definitely going to see some pressure there. Early there was pressure as well once we got close to 50. So there's gonna be downward pressure at 50 anyway. It's just a psychological number that people are going to be looking at. But I still think we can get above it and stay above it. It'd be nice to stay above it. It'd be really, really nice to stay above 50 to end the day on. Yo, nice, LaCroix. Let's go, baby. Let's go. What's up, Crack? What's up, brother? How you doing, man? What's up, Zach? Hope you're doing well today. There's always manipulation, especially on AMC. I mean, the whole market in general is manipulated, but you could just tell that by, you know, we have a system, you know, that's just placed on manipulation. You have the DTCC, which is a private org. You don't know any of their who's investing and yada 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 who puts money into that either. I mean, you have people from, you know, Citadel and others that are on the board. I mean, that should show you alone, man, that there's lots of manipulation. Yeah, we had a couple good rips. We've had a couple decent rips today. A couple decent ones. Even over here on GME, we got back above positive finally after that big downward. This was almost like us yesterday. I thought maybe they might end up like us, or they came back up and then just waddled back down again. But they didn't. They came back up, and then, you know, now they're on the second rip again, which is good. Good to see GME back up in the positive. I still think AMC could finish above 50 today. That was my goal. That was definitely my goal for hopefully to happen. So, and remember, guys, if you guys are up, you know, big on some of your options for next week, never be afraid, man, to take that options money. You can buy shares with it too, right? Because at the end of the day, man, theta will kill you, dude. The theta will kill you on it. If it's that soon coming up. Depending on what your decay is, right? Depending on what your decay is on your options. I don't have any June 18th options, so, but you guys know what you're looking at there. Nice to be positive today. Exactly, LaCroix. Exactly, man. Will it be 2 or 3 days, or will it take weeks to unfold? Honestly, it all just depends, Gary. It depends on how fast these big dogs are buying back in. Usually, you know, like the bigger top of the squeeze usually lasts about 2 to 3 days at the very tip top. Now, the ups and the downs could last a little bit longer. Look at GMEs, man. You know, GME squares from, you know, very, very low and then went down to 40 and then right back up to the 200 to 300 range all over again. Almost at the 400 at one time. Again, and then back down to like in the 180 range and then back up to 300 the other day, 350 range. And now we're in the, you know, the lower 200s, almost mid 200s now. So it honestly all depends. And AMC could be the same way, right? We could see more of a long-term push because what happens is the big dogs buy back in, right? And on the way up, and then after that, they'll try to short on the way back down again, and that builds short interest back up again. And then you see these like double pushes or these double type squeezes happen. So that's definitely viable as well. Yeah, yo, what's up, Unity? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well today. If AMC hits 60, Jason shaves his beard. Oh, Lord, dude. I mean, if we hit 60, I don't know, man. Maybe. I mean, all for the cause. I mean, I guess I could not go clean shave. I'll razor shave it. Or not razor shave, but electric laser shave. If it helps the cause, man. If it brings the good luck, I'll bop it. Yo, what's up, Johnson? Hope you're doing well. Let's see, where are we at right now? Okay, sweet, we're good. We gooch. It's all still buyable. Maybe 50. Yeah, I mean, right now, I mean, for the squeeze points, yes. Like the prices right now are definitely still buyable at the squeeze points. I mean, heck, even I bought some yesterday on that bigger dip we had right under 40 again. So I used some of that money we took from the options we had, and then ripped those over to shares. Yo, good to hear it, Johnson. Good to hear it, brother. Glad to hear it. Yo, thank you guys that hit the like button too. I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate it. Let's see if we can break the $50 zone. I think we can. There's definitely going to be pressure on the downward turn. You can tell right here. There's a decent sell order right here, about a little bit over 1,000 at 48.80. Did it disappear though? I think they might have disappeared right there. There's definitely going to be probably a pretty good little sell zone at 49, and then obviously going into 50. 50 is going to be a mental wall to get over too. Yeah, 48.75. There's ones that keep going in and out. But those could be this could be the computers, man, roaming those in and out over and over again. Because I don't see those selling, obviously, right? They're just bouncing around everywhere, which leads me to believe maybe there's some. Well, not maybe. We already know there's computers doing a lot of that stuff. I would say probably somewhere around like another 15 to 20 minutes, we'll probably have some selling pressure before the end of the day because it's Friday. There's going to be some selling pressure, and then you're also going to have, hedge funds trying to block us down below 50. But hopefully we can I think we can break through that, though. I think we can definitely break through it. Definitely break through there. I mean, who's buying it with such larger volume? Are you talking about over here, like the 150s, 200s, and stuff like that? I'm sure there's lots of retail traders, man, that can buy it at this level. I mean, look at GameStop. I mean, you have, obviously it's not like crazy amounts, but you still have like 200s here and 90s there, 200 plus. We're only in like the 40s and 50s here. And the squeeze potential is massive. So, if somebody's putting $50 in, they're looking to get like a really, really good return on that $50, right, on the squeeze part. So they'll continue to buy, man. Just because the price is a little bit higher doesn't mean nobody's going to buy it at all. You feel? Yeah, Ben, man, is senior analyst for Citadel. Exactly. Exactly, Greg. I mean, like I said, man, the whole market's pretty much rigged, try to be rigged pretty much, man, against the small guy, right? AKA the retail, the dumb money. We just need to all have like dumb money t-shirts. Pull-ups and push-ups. Yo, Speedy, dude. You gotta send me some pictures in Discord, bro. I need to see this bod, bro. JK, man. Yo, good stuff. Good stuff, One American. Let's go, baby. Let's go, my dog. Let's go, man. Heck yeah. Bouncing it. It seems like a good day in the market overall, though. I mean, there's some stocks that have been, you know, but it's not all bad. I mean, even you guys, and I'm sure some of you guys are probably still in Kin Farm over here, too. Which I got out of Kin Farm a while back, man. But we could honestly see Kin Farm break back up 20 bucks again, which is definitely plausible. Which, if you guys don't know, though, Kin Farm is a medical stock, so they had those FDA approvals. I don't know, when was that? Like 3 months ago? I think it was March. Okay, man, it's been a little while ago. Maybe it was April. I don't know. See, everything blends together, man. It's hard for me to keep up. I'm gonna watch Neo though, just because I love Neo a lot. So, and see if they have any sell-off going into the end of the day there. Well, that's why I always like preach that a lot, Ryan. If you get up a lot on options, sell them, even if it's for next week, because the problem is, man, you have decay, right? So decay is gonna bop some of your return anyway if you get up big and you're not selling them, especially if you're only a week away, or if you're buying next week options right now. Decay's a not so fun. That's the reason why usually when I'm buying options, I'm buying usually far out options, anywhere from like, I don't know, at least a good 4 months plus, and it's just the way I like to do them. And then if we get up a lot, I'll sell those, and then I don't care if it's, you know, far away or not. I'll sell them and buy. I'll rather buy, you know, shares. They last forever, and I ain't gotta worry about, you know, decay and all that stuff right at that point. Oh, you're talking about Kin Farm? KMPH. KMPH is Kin Farm. Yo, thanks, Darth. I love you, dude. I love you, man. I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you, man. There's a lot going on with my Gmail right now, man. So it's been a hectic time in the family, that's for sure. But it'll all be okay in the end, man. All right. I got some $60 Neo for 2023 options. Yo, me too, Shane. I even bought some $75 calls, remember? They were uber cheap. They were uber cheap, man, for before I think it was December 2022 call options, for the $70 and $75 calls as well. I bought some right out of the money at that point too. I think it was back when it fell down a lot. I bought some call options for the $50 calls as well, for the January ones, which are nice. Which are very nice. Because once all this FUD gets out of the market, you know, there's lots of good stuff that'll pick up, especially for, you know, certain companies that have been smacked around. Especially if you're in like the, you know, chipset shortages with the EVs, or if you're in like the fuel cell shortages with the battery plays like Romeo and others. They'll all bounce back and do very, very well. That's the reason why I'm not concerned about, you know, AMC either. I do know we're going to have some sell pressure coming in for too long, probably, because of this big up period we had. Now, day traders would have sold right in here, right? And maybe day traders bought some right back up in here again. So that could be, you could have some sell pressure for them up here, because it's, you know, it's at 46 bucks now. It's at 48. So it's it might not seem like a lot, $2, but to them, man, just the way it is. $2 if they're buying, let's say they bought 1,000 shares or 500 shares at a time or something. Who knows how much they bought? Even if it's 100 shares, to them it's still money, right? And then on top of that, you're going to have hedge funds, man, trying to short on some of these upticks. Now remember, guys, on SSR, hedge funds can still short, and you can still short. You can only short on the way up on upticks. So you could short right now on an uptick. You just can't short on a down red tick. It's a company where we spread the truth and nothing but the truth. Well, there's still going to be lots of FUD out there, though. That's the problem, Fish. That'd be the issue. Let's see here. It seems warrants are picking up again. Another good thing, too, if you guys are in SPACs, SPACs warrants are picking back up a lot again, too. which is good for people that are in SPAC companies. Yo, remember, guys, if you guys haven't, make sure to smack the like button. Definitely helps out a lot. Neo, the way, dude, the way. It be the way. Let me post this in the channel. The way I have it. What the heck is Navy doing? She's a crazy little one. If you guys hear Navy in the background screaming her lungs out, then you know what. Yo, what's up, Day One Sean? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, my dude. Hope you're doing well. Like RG is the future. RG's not a bad one either. Definitely not the bad one. Yo, thanks, Fish. I appreciate it, brother. I definitely appreciate that a lot. FOMO's always going to be out there. One American voice. Like I said, man, it's kind of like, to me, it's kind of like FUD, right? You're never going to get all the way FUD. You're never going to get rid of FOMO either. FOMO's always going to be there. You're always going to have the fear of missing out. Now, once you're in the market a lot longer, then the FOMO kind of starts to dissipate on you. You're like, I don't even care. I've seen it all at this point. Like, you can still fall victim of FOMO. It's just not as much. Right now, we do have some good buying power, though. We're up to 63 right now. If you guys don't know the RSI at 50 means you're pretty much like, you know, breaking even in terms of the stock price going down or up. So you have like a tug of war right in the middle. Anything above like the 60 range, it means you're pretty much going upwards. You see this big green arrow, this big green candlestick. And then anything below 50, and especially below like 45 area, means you're probably coming down a lot more. And anything below 30 means you're definitely on the way down. You see these big red candlesticks at that point. Anything above 70 means you're on a big uptrend. I honestly think we could break through 50. I think we can, man. I really do. How big is this candlestick over here for? It's a pretty decent sized candlestick right there, man. It's a big chunker on GME right there. From 227 all the way up to 233. It's a pretty big chunk play. Be nice to have like a nice $5 pump on AMC real quick. That'd be nice. That'll really get us above the $50 range. Then I wouldn't even worry about the dump at all going into aftermarket. Thoughts on CRSR? Is that Corsair? I think I have like, I don't know. Let me check. I can tell you. I have 750 shares of Corsair. I like Corsair a lot. I think it's more of like a, to me, it's more of a value play because it is a little bit older company. But I still think they have some growth period they can do. And I think it's a good stock to have if you have it in your portfolio. It's a good stock to have. I don't think it's bad at all. Like I wouldn't go out and buy like tons of it, right? I wouldn't go out and probably buy like 4,000 or 5,000 shares of it myself. But I wouldn't mind having a couple thousand shares of Corsair. I could see myself doing that. But I mean, so far I have 750 shares of it. I like it. I've been buying some of those dips it's had. I do think it has like at least a good, I think it has at least a good $5 to $10 upside from where it's at right now, though. Once the markets get all the way back to being, where they were before. And maybe even a higher upside than that, honestly. If they're back up to like where January was at. That could be like somewhere you could put some money in after AMC squeeze if you're looking for places to put money after AMC squeeze. Corsair, like if you like that kind of company. Definitely not a bad one. Yeah, see now we're getting, let's see what happens here. When this next tick updates, see where this, looks like we're fighting back in between, so it might be about right now where it's at, the RSI. So it's at 62. Probably say it's more, probably like a 58. On the money or at the money calls plays better if you're out 3 to 6 months, getting crushed further out after getting IV crushed recently. Yeah, White, I don't like doing options unless they're at least 4 months out for the most part. The reason is, yes, you pay a little higher premium, but you're not getting crushed. The decay is not hurting you as bad. And you just have a longer chance for that price to hit that before it drops, right? So a lot of my options right now end in like December 2022. or like the 1st of like January of 2022, right? I even have options for January 2023. So that tells you, man, like I just like long out options. Again, I can sell those at any time if we get it really big on them. I can sell them and then buy shares with them. Me personally, I've learned over my last 11 years in the market, I'd rather pay the higher premium long term and be safe than losing money because I bought some stupid short term, couple week out option that in this market, you play that up and down risk there. Now you can have some high risk, high rewards though, right? You can get some high risk, high rewards that way. And I'm not saying I don't play them at all. Just most of the time, I'm going at least 4+ months out on my options. I think we can break 50. I said this yesterday in the video. I think we can break 50 today. And I was just judging that mostly on this good tip we had over here. Now, obviously, that did break down this morning going into the pre-market, but I kind of expected that to kind of happen. I wish we didn't have this big flush this morning right here, but it is what it is. It's good to see the afternoon pumping now. Good to see afternoon pump. We're up 15% today. So either way, whatever happens, I'm not going to be mad about it at all. It'd be nice to see 50 going into next week. I'd be very interested to see how much they lost today. I'm gonna guess they have lost. We're up 15%. I'm gonna guess they lost about $500 million today, and that is the shorts, right? I'm gonna guess they lost about $500 million because yesterday we were down like 13 and they lost like 420 million, or they gained 420 million yesterday. I'm going to guess they lost all that plus more today if we stay at the 15% plus range. It depends usually, right? So, the last time I bought AMC options, I bought 15 contracts. Right? I sold 10 of those when we went to like $70+. And then I bought shares on these last couple dips we've had. Like yesterday, I put an order in for 39.92. See if I can catch that, going below the $40 mark. We caught that, right, and bought some more shares. I bought some more shares a few days before that on some of these dips we've had. And I think it all really just depends on that, honestly. One, it depends on how much money you have, right? And two, it depends on how much money you want to risk, right? It depends on how much money you want to risk on that point. You ain't got to buy options at all. You know what I mean? You ain't got to buy options. I mean, you could buy just shares, right? It doesn't matter. I bought the options. That way I could capitalize on buying more shares. I didn't buy the options to hold them forever. I bought the options if I got up, say, 50% or something like that, or 40%, 30%. I was going to sell them anyway. I didn't care about the bigger upside if I were to just keep holding them, because I've learned over my years, man, that if you do that, sometimes you'll get burnt. So I've learned not to hold forever on options, and just, if I get up big, get rid of them and buy shares with those option money, because then the shares last forever. So to me, options are almost like just a gateway to more shares. Hopefully that helps. Now they can be a gateway, man, for you to make some fast capital too, right? But the way I use them is just a gateway to buy more shares. You could use them either way you want, I guess. Oh, nice, Stevie. You bought in yesterday before market close? Yo, good stuff, brother. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yo, let's see if we can break 50, man. Come on. Let's go. We can break this 39. Where was he at earlier? We broke the 49.22 earlier. Yeah. I think if we break 49.50, I think we can run to 50. We are getting that point, though. We could start seeing some downward pressure. One, due to hedges, right? I think we're already seeing that. And two, due to maybe there could be some people out there, man, that are trying to day trade before the end of the day. Now, hopefully there's not as many people. I think some of those guys got out over here. Now, they could have bought some dips over here. That could be some of the downward pressure we're seeing here. But there's not very big downward pressure now, because we are at 60. You see us RSI now at 66? That's good, man. It's good. Now, you can see the downward pressure, because the downward pressure does not want us to hit 70. It definitely does. I think if we do hit 70 on this RSI, we can break 50. RSI breaks 70. Let's just say RSI breaks 72. We're in the 50 range. We'd be in the 50 range at that point. 50, the battle for 5001. Yo, just wow. Honestly, I'm down with the battle, dude. I'm down with it. Yo, hope everybody's having a great day today, though, guys. It's a good day, man, in AMC, right? These last couple of days were terrible. It wasn't terrible, but you're down like 13, 10% every day for 2 days straight. That's the reason why I said I thought we was going to have a good Friday. Obviously, I knew that we were going to have some pressures from hedge funds, but I was really thinking, man, two bad days. We can't end a Friday on a bad day, right? Nah. We ain't about that life in Ape Nation. We ain't about that life, baby. We breaking through. Yo, you're all good, Spriley. You're all good, man. Hey, everybody out here buying some shares anyway. You know what I mean? You ain't in this alone, baby. We got this. You got this, man. Well, UE is good. What is a good buy price for Corsair? I think if you can get Corsair right around like the $32 range and below, somewhere around in there, I think it's a great buy. I think we could see us run back up again. If the market goes back to being good, I think going into summer months, the later part of summer months, say August area, is when I think we should start seeing the bull market come back, like the bigger bull market where you don't see these like down plunges a lot more. I think we could see, CRSR go back above the $40 to $45 range. Again, that'd be like a stock you'd probably want to get into if you're looking for just like a long-term holder after maybe AMC squeeze or something like that. If you're looking for stocks to like put your money into, some stocks like that, I wouldn't mind putting some money into. I already got money into Corsair, but I'll probably put the more vast majority of my money into like my other EV plays that are still down right now, like my Neo and XPing and maybe some more Tesla as well. And then like RMO and those battery plays I like. Things like that, I'll definitely put some in. And then also when AMC comes back down after the squeeze, I'll definitely buy some more AMC just at a better price point, right, for a long-term hold. Now, right now, you're buying an AMC for the squeeze, correct? That's the reason why I said that the up potential right now in AMC is massive. When it comes to like when the squeeze actually happens, the upside's potential is really, really big. No opinion on Clove. To me, man, Clove was more of a short-term play. I said this a while back, a couple weeks ago, when Clove was like $6 or $7. It was like a short-term play that you wanted to get in, and once it hit like 20, 25 bucks, was to get out. Right? You don't want to stay. You wouldn't want to stay in Clove forever. It's not, to me, it's not a long-term play for me. If I was going to invest in a medical stock, I'd be investing for long-term. I'd invest into like Abbott or AbbVie or Moderna, places like that. If I was going to invest into a long-term healthcare stock, those smaller plays to me, man, are more like you play those as a pretty much just like a money grab, right? What I mean by that is like you play those as a short-term swing play. That's how you play most medical stocks. Now, Sense could be a long-term play because, again, Sense could be, it's going to be, obviously, they're doing, I don't want to say Sense, I was going to say Sense is almost like a Dexcom, but Dexcom's a lot more advanced than Sense is. As much as I love Sense, and I do have Sense stock, I don't think anybody can argue and say that, Dexcom's, miles ahead of Sense when it comes to technology. But I still think Sense could lead in the footsteps of Dexcom in that area of the diabetes, stuff. As a diabetic, as somebody that does have Sense stock, I still think Sense could go to like, say, $9-10 once they get approval and things like that, and once they get more healthcare places and insurances to buy the longer, the longer insert that goes in your arm, right? Because at the end of the day, man, it costs a lot more to go to a doctor and get your arm, and put that thing into your arm because they count it as procedure. And this doctor's offices charge you like yins and yangs. I know because I've had one done before. They charge a lot of money for it. So you're going to have like a lot of insurance companies, paying for those as well. So you're going to have to go through a lot of stuff, but I still think Sense could be a really, really good company long term. So I don't want to say they're like Dexcoms though. But again, as I know Dexcom's a lot more advanced and they're a lot bigger company. And that's the reason why Dexcom's a $400 stock. And I do have Dexcom stock. But I still think they could be a really, really good Really good company in the end of the day. And I do have them long term. I have some long term options in them, and I also have long term shares. OCGN would climb some more once they get more good news, right? So Crypt, that's how you have to play because at the end of the day, man, you know, like I said, if you're playing like a medical stock, you want to play it as a swing play. You want to play medical stocks as a swing play, man. Unless they're a big company, right? Like I said, like your AbbVie's or your Abbott or Moderna or something like that, right? Like a bigger company, Dexcom, you know, these bigger companies. Now, I'm not saying they can't grow into one of those bigger companies. I'm just saying that's how I like to play them, because usually what happens is you'll see a medical stock fly up on like an FDA approval, and then they'll slump back down right after. A lot of people play them as a swing play. It's just how they are. Now, once they start establishing themselves as a bigger dog in the market, then you'll start seeing that price go up and stay in those ranges, right? You won't see the big turbulent, you know, swings. Now, you'll still see some swings. I mean, go to like Moderna or go to like an Abbott, or go to like an AbbVie. You still see swings when they have stuff come out. They're just not as violently up and then right way back down. Have you ever dipped into real estate stocks? Yes. I mean, as somebody that loves real estate, one American, yes, man. As somebody that does real estate, yes. I've been in the market, guys, for a long time, remember? So right at 11 years. I've been in the real estate market for right at 14 years. So almost going on 15 years. So actually, I mean, ever since I was 18. So I should tell you, man, at the end of the day, I've been in the market for a long time. Money markets, right? Hell, I've even been in the crypto market for 4 years. So it's like, I've been in the money markets for a while. I got a degree in finance, right? I love the money markets, no matter what it is. I'm down to talk about it. I'm down to talk about whatever. It's businesses, man. I love business, right? Like I also studied business finance as well in college, into business finance, because again, I love businesses. I've actually sold a couple businesses myself that I've had. So I love stuff like that, man. The reason why CTRM is doing the reverse split is because they want to stay compliant with the NASDAQ, right, man? They don't want to go back over to the OTCs. Nothing big. I don't think there's anything like to discuss there again on the reverse split. I don't think that really hurts or bothers the company, right, on the reverse splits. They usually do that to try to stay compliant. Well, we already knew there's naked shorts, One American Voice. We already knew. I think we all know there's tons of shorts, man. I think we could all agree on that. There's plenty of naked shorts on AMC. Just in the market in general, there's lots of naked shorts, but you know, AMC I feel like probably is the #1 right now stock with naked shorts in it. Yo, chat, we might break, dude. Let's go, baby. We're seeing the RSI, dude. If we can break 70, if we break 72 RSI, guys, we're 50. 72 RSI, man. I think we'll be in the 50 range. We're moving. The RSI is going up, little by little. The reason why I say 72 is because 70 is usually where you're on the up binge, and 72 is usually where you're not seeing any of that downward pressure your stop back down any. Very, very marginal. And once you're above 75, it's almost non-existent on the downward pressure at all. Going into the end of the day. 4 minutes, guys. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Claps in the chat, dude. 4 minutes. Let it go, man. Let it snow. Let it snow. Yo, if you guys haven't followed us on the Twitter, man, follow us on Twitter real quick, chat. What about Dare? You think it'll pop soon? I've never looked into Dare, honestly. I'll be honest, Josh. I'd have to look into it first before I can, give you a good thing on that. Do you think AMC will squeeze in June? It could. It definitely could, Greg. A lot of people think that we need to know the numbers for like synthetics and stuff before the squeeze happens. There's this big misconception on that. We don't need to know the numbers before a squeeze. We don't. Now, obviously, knowing the numbers gives you confirmation that you knew what was happening. But do we really need confirmation that there's shorts out there? Do we really need confirmation there's naked shorts? Do we really need confirmation that there's synthetic shares? I don't think we need confirmation. We already know. Why do we need confirmation on that? Like yesterday, man. Adam Aaron tweeted out just to confirm like what we already knew, right? Like he confirmed that, you know, the 4.1 million you know, hodlers weren't all, you know, retail investors, right? Some of them were commercial investors and things like that as well. What we already knew. He already said this once. He said it on the tweet before that, but for some reason people can't read between the lines on that. Which is what I try to explain, but then I got a lot of hate for it. But he came out yesterday and like confirmed that, obviously, again, saying that it was worldwide, right? The 4.1 million worldwide, which we already kind of knew. We talked about this the day before, and people are like, even like some of the big people that, I'm not saying big people, but I'm saying like people that had like 30 or 40,000 followers on Twitter were going like nuts on him about it. I'm like, dude, you're not helping the movement at all. Oh, man. We just need some smarter people that have been in the market, and you can definitely tell that some of these guys that are leading lots of people have been in the market since like maybe February, and that's kind of sad. It hurts my brain a little bit, right? Hurts me brain. The rocket, baby. That's right, man. That's right, dude. We got the perfect one right here. There we go. Send it. Send it, man. Yo, chat, hope everybody's having a great day today. We got 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Oh, God. I'm over here like, bleh. I don't know. Honestly, I mean, I think I'm not going to be mad either way. We're up 15% today. It'd been nice to break 50. And we can still do it. We got 1 minute. So we got about 40 seconds left. I was hoping we could break 72%. If we would have broke 72% on the RSI, we'd have been at 50 for 100%. No doubt in my mind. It's fine though. We're at 49 bucks, guys. I'm not gonna complain, man. I'm not complaining about it. 15% of the day. On a Friday afternoon at that, guys. You know how hard it is, guys, to hold a up pattern going into a Friday close without having some sell-offs from like day traders and other things pushing us down? Hey, I'm down with it, guys. 49.30, man. I am not going to complain. And neither should you. So don't feel bad we get in 50. If we would, honestly, though, if we would hit 72 on the RSI right here, we would have 100% been above 50 for the close, though. 100%. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. It's been nice, though. It's been really, really nice to have this extra 24,000. But, guys, I mean, considering where we closed out yesterday, we had all these right here in the green now that we didn't have yesterday, right? We didn't have these yesterday in the green. You know, there's 11,000 at 45. You know, almost another 5,000 at 46. 3,300 at 47. 4,000 at 48. And you had the 43 at 49. It'd be nice, though, to have this 21,000 in the 50-plus range. It'd been pretty nice. But it's not, again, it's not the end of the world either. Now, you're probably going to see a little bit of sales, though, in the first couple of ticks of the aftermarket because it is Friday. But to have the stock go out on a green big note like that, man, without even any of the downward pressure hurting us on a Friday, hey, you guys got to be happy about it. Yeah, exactly, Greg. Sell-offs are very, very crazy on a Friday, usually on the last like 15, 20 minutes. So the reason, like, looking at that, man, and not seeing a bigger trend down right there, or any kind of trend down. Anytime we had like a negative press right here, man, we came right back up with a green candlestick, right? Red right here, green candlestick next. So it was good to see, man. It was good to see, honestly. $3,000 AMC a couple of days ago around this price. Yo, nice, Craig. Let's go, baby. Let's go, boys. Let's go, dude. I mean, we finished 15+% up today. If you're mad about 15+% on a Friday, man, what are you doing? Aftermarket hours, I'm not really worried about too much, honestly. especially the first couple like 5-minute ticks. We could definitely see some little bit more downward pressure because it is a Friday. Aftermarket doesn't matter as much to me right now because I think we'll bleed the positivity going into Monday. I think we can bleed some positivity and get back to around like 55 plus again on a Monday. Maybe we continue to rising aftermarket hours though. Maybe we see like a couple red candlesticks and then rise right back up. We're above 50 already. But I think we'll ride this positive momentum going into Monday. I think we can ride that positivity. It's good to see GameStop as well. You guys that are out there holding GameStop, man. Good to see GameStop after this big downcline today. Reverse that back up and in plus almost 6% today as well at 233. Shout out to the GameStop apes, baby. We're all in this together, man. So make sure you guys aren't spreading hate to people that are holding GameStop or whatever, man. At the end of the day, I think we're all in this for the same reason. And I think that reason should be to show hedge funds who's boss, right? And show them they can't and shouldn't be doing what they're doing, trying to, drown out companies. So hopefully we're all in abundance with that, man. Hopefully we're all in the same goal in mind there. Dude, glad to find out I clocked it on accident. I don't know what that even is, Sal. I don't know what that is, man. I don't know what that is. Let's see. He said, Fidelity shits. Well, at the end of the market, Unity, after about 15-20 minutes, they'll all update. They'll all update, by the way, to like the actual number of close. It could be in between that, honestly. Like the close could have been like 39, 49, like 35 or something. I don't know. Usually it takes a little bit afterwards. It'll finally clock over to the ending. Yo, what's up, DJ? That's my DJ. That's my DJ. Oh man, 220,000 shares of Workhorse were bought at 1552. Does ARK Invest still hold Workhorse too or no? As long as you're not buying Ride, you're good, I feel like, right? Isn't Ride the one who said they didn't have enough capital right now, so they're going to be either one having to raise more capital because they couldn't make cars or something? I don't know. It was something like that, man. Chat, if you guys are brand new to the broadcast, make sure to smack the like button down below. We have one hedge fund today. The hedge funds are dirty out here, chat. They dirty. If you guys aren't a sub, make sure you smack the sub button as well. Yo, Sal, did you really get out of here, you nerd? Sal over here just fucking mooning peeps. Pulling the britches down. Pulling the britches down. Remember, guys, you guys are buying short-term options. Just remember, man, the decay will smack you in the butt, man. If you guys don't know much about options, just remember, though, you got a 705 strike price for the $50 calls. Again, if you're 100%, and if you guys get up next week on your $50 calls, don't wait all the way until Friday. If we get up, say you bought a $50 call and we get up to like 60, 65 bucks, obviously think about selling those calls and then buying shares with them. Shares last forever. Shares last forever. We know we're going to have volatility in AMC. And for you guys asking when you want to sell your stock for AMC, you sell after they buy back in, right? That's like the simple answer. You sell after the hedgies, buy back in. You don't want to sell before. Don't sell before. The simple layman's term, ape answer for you guys asking when to sell. You sell after they buy. After they cover is when you sell. And just in layman's terms, I'm not trying to give like a number point there. That's when you know to sell, after they cover. It's pretty much how it goes in every and I'm not talking about fake cover either, man. If you guys see the short inch or the shorts going down and the price isn't going up, they're probably using the options market to fake cover. You'll know when they're covering their shares. You'll know it. It'll literally be just like an up straight arrow, man. With multiple, if it's intraday trading too. If we're in intraday trading, which means market hours, you'll see multiple multiple suspensions on AMC going up. You'll 100% know when we're in that. What did they have to cover? That's the thing. At the end of the day, man, they can continue buying out longer, over and over again, man. On those shorts, they can continue to extend those shorts out and margin those off. Now, eventually they'll have to cave, right, Billy? As the price goes up, and stays up, man, eventually somebody will cave, and then you'll see that price just skyrocket. Usually, it's like a medium-sized dog that'll buy back in first, and then after that, man, it'd be like an avalanche of people coming in. That's how most of them work. I don't see this as being any different. Well, not everybody's gonna be able to sell at the peak I'm in. That's just 100% thing there. It's the reason why I said you sell, like the layman's, like the very, very simple term, man, to look at is once you see them covering their shorts, right? Once they cover their shorts and they cover, and you actually see the price go up a lot, because it's going to go up a lot, right? Once you see the price going up a lot and you see them covered, that's when you would sell. The vast majority of people aren't going to be able to sell at the very, very tip. It's just how it is, man. The 50 price is such a comfy price. Yeah, exactly. I was glad. I mean, I was actually glad we got to 49 bucks. I said yesterday I think we could break 50. We didn't break 50 in the intraday trading right there. We got pushed down. You know, we got pushed down earlier. Earlier, I thought we was going to break it here. Then we got pushed back down. I was like, well, you know, we'll probably have like a power hour push just because everybody was hyped about it. And then we started pushing, you know, right before power hour, man, and just, you know, leapt. Which is great. We didn't get above 50, but at the end of the day, man, 49 is still great. We're up 15+% today. I'd be willing to bet. Yesterday, we were down 13%, and the hedge funds made about $428 million. I'm willing to bet they lost about $500 million today. I'll have to wait and see those numbers, but I'm willing to bet, man, there's a lot of money lost today on the 15+%, you know, movement. Yo, what's up, Micah? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, my dude. Yeah, I think we can continue to build off this momentum going into next week. And maybe Monday we can see us break above, like intraday, break above the 55, pushing to 60 again, which would be really, really nice. Yeah, exactly, San Francisco. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Do you have any way of showing after-hour pricing? What do you mean, Micah? It's already up here. After hours are right here. You can see it right here as well. I could break this down and do two. And make it a little bigger that way. Good Lord, man. Look at look at GME right here. Whee! It's a pretty good slingshot on GME as well right there. From 219 all the way up to 237.90, almost 238. It's pretty good swings right there. And then you had AMC, a really nice swing as well right now, above 50, from the 45.82 all the way up to 50.30 right there, at that high point. Who knows? Maybe we can see like 52 to 52 on aftermarket or plus. Who knows? Hi 50, missed you 50. Yo, exactly. You think it's gonna push to 60 aftermarket? I'm down with that, dude. Hey, you know me. I'm down with whatever. I'm down with whatever on that point. I mean, if you're looking at the charts, we could start maybe we'll push to here. If we push above the 51, it says intraday though, right? So intraday and aftermarket a little bit different. A lot more pressures in intraday market than aftermarket pressures. But hey, man, maybe we'll break above this 51.50 we had right there on that high the other day. We might see a little bit of downward right here at the 50.55. The problem is I don't really want to base, you know, aftermarket pre-market with intraday, right? It is a little bit different. So think I messed it up over here. You know, RIP me for a second. We are starting to break above that right there. Let me bring up the RSI on GME real quick too. Yeah, GME's RSI right now is 75. We almost broke 70 on. Every time we get close to 70 RSI, man, on AMC, look at right back here, guys. We broke the RSI right here at 70. Broke across that. We got pushed down. Every time we got close to it, we kept getting pushed after that though. We've got a couple of nicks here and there. We have one break over today. If we break above the 70, like if we get 75 like GME is right now, we could definitely see 55 really quick. I doubt we're not seeing any covers right now anyway on shorts. If that's what you're asking, aftermarket hours, the volume's a little bit obviously lower in aftermarket, right? You have 200,000, 300,000. Then you see back here at market intraday, you're seeing like 4 million, right? 3.5 million, almost 5 million, correct? Like 4 million. And then when you get in aftermarket hours, you usually have a little bit less pressures on the downward swing unless they're shorting in the aftermarket, which could definitely happen as well. But they're definitely not covering right now. You'd see a lot bigger candlesticks on some covers there. I think this is just retail movement pushing right now. Yeah. GME's looking nice right now. Shout out to the GME apes as well, man. Shout out to the GME apes. Remember, guys, like I said, man, positivity, guys. Positivity. I don't see anybody like spreading hate against somebody that's in GME or another thing, man. We're all apes here. We're all working for the same cause, right? At the end of the day, man, is to one, obviously, squeeze your stock and cause hedge funds as much money lost as possible because we're tired of the hedge funds ruling the market. You know what I mean? That's why I got into AMC in the first place. I'm not going to say I didn't get into to make some money because I think everybody's in it to make some money. But at the end of the day, man, I really got into the movement, which I've been in other past movements before, just nothing as big as AMC was. I've been in other movements before my last, 8-9 years in the stock market. Because my first couple years in the stock market weren't really like crazy. I was me just putting money into like invest funds and some other stocks like Disney and a couple others that were more value plays. And they were more just long-term, didn't really care about stuff like that. But the past 8 years, man, of actual trading stocks, I've been in other plays before to obviously, hopefully show hedge funds, right? They don't never learn the lesson because they've never been as big as something like this has been, though, like AMC. Yeah, you should never trade on emotion. Yeah, never trade on emotion, man. Never. Where am I from? I live in Nashville, by the way. You can probably tell by my handsome voice. If you guys want to follow me on the Twitter sphere, you can follow right there. For you guys asking what I'm using, I am using webull. I'll post the link in the chat. If you want to sign up right now, I get a free stock. You get 2 free stocks. You put $100 in. You get those tier 2 NASDAQ views, which is the coolest part right there. You can see the buys and sells going in and out of the market, which is pretty awesome. There's a big sell right here at $49.75 for 1,000, a little bit over 1,000 shares right there. At $49.90, right here, you also have 850 shares, man. You get some pretty decent buy orders too, so don't get me wrong there on AMC. And then on this over here on GME, obviously GME's a little bit different, a lot higher site price, so you don't see as much, but there's a 7,000 wall right there on GME, man, at 238. That's a pretty good wall, especially compared to, buys coming in right now. So it's a pretty decent sized wall. Then right after that one, a dollar after that, you have another 2,000 wall. So that's going to be a big wall to break through for you guys that are in GME. And then AMC has that wall out there for the 1,200 shares at $49.75. What? I'm a little chill. What is that on 73? Yeah. Yeah, I'm chill. I'm telling you, it's like a you have it like an ice cooler in this house. Like I'm over here, I'm shriveled up. I mean, manhood's shriveled over here. I'm so cold. I'm gonna get banned on YouTube, chat. I'm sorry, guys. I've already been banned a couple times, so what's it matter? What are they gonna do, man? What in tarnation? Yo, what's up, Christopher? Yo, hey, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Good stuff. I totally traded on emotion for AMC, LOL. I mean, I feel you. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that trade on emotions, right? Over time, you'll learn not to trade on the emotion itself, but it is what it is, man. Sometimes emotion just takes over and you can't control yourself. Can you please say it? Which one, AM? What do you want me to say? Guys, if you guys haven't hit the like button below, man, there's 400 people in here. We only got 118 likes. It'd be awesome if you guys smack the like button. It helps out more people learn about AMC, and it gets more questions answered and things like that. If you guys aren't a sub, think about hitting the sub button, hit the little bell notification. I'll have a big breakdown video after the stream as well coming out on a lot of stuff. If you guys like bigger breakdown videos, I do some pretty long breakdown videos every day. Even though sometimes YouTube smacks them. Told you Green Day. I mean, I said it in the video yesterday. I was pretty sure we'd have like a Green Day. I was hoping we get to 50 in the intradays. We didn't hit 50 intraday because we kept getting knocked back down around at 49.60 to 49.30 area. But it's not the end of the world either. It's still a nice day today. Still a very, very nice day. Yo, Matab, dude. It's really though, man. I got the air right here, like banks down on me, man. God, it gets so cold. Have you bought the kohrs manscaping program? Yo, men don't shave, bro. Okay, men don't shave, bruh. You gotta have the nice beard. I ain't no 17-year-old flippy floppy. What's the site? How many options? Oh, you're talking about this right here. You're talking about you're at Sonko Tracker, correct? Here you go, right there, man. I can bring it up really quick if you guys want to see. Let's see. This might not pull it up. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. For some reason, it doesn't want to switch over, but it's all good. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, man. Right there you go. So 90,000, calls in the money right there. In the money. It'd been nice though to have that 21,000, plus, calls at 50 in the money, but it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. There's currently 1.3 million short shares available, going back down again from that. It was at like 3 mil. I still think some of those are getting mistrued though from them, fake covering through the options market. But I covered that already in the video. I'm not going to bro over that whole thing again. Oh, they meant shaving your chin. I got you. You're talking about that. You're talking about the downers, man. The downers there. You can't be on YouTube if you don't rep Manscaped. I mean, honestly, dude, I'm not gonna pay a lot of money for some thing that says Manscaped on it. I can go out and get like a shaver, man, for super cheap and shave me manhood for a lot cheaper. You can buy stuff with guards on it if you're that scared. I'm a man, chat. I'm a freaking. I go outside, dude. I'm a lumberjack, bro. I'm a lumberjack. I'm a manly man. Been for 20 years. No one's going to recognize me, dude. Hey, yo, Noble. I haven't clean shaved since I was probably about 19. Like actually clean shaved. I have had a couple of times where I've done some stupid, man, or not some stupid, or like made some bet or something like that, where I've, I guess not really clean shave, but like, got it down a lot shorter. But I've had my beard like way out here a couple of times. But obviously, as somebody that's in real estate and as somebody that's in the markets a lot, you don't want to look somewhat. You want to look somewhat decent, I guess, right? You don't want to go looking like Paul Bunyan. Oh man. Nah, you're good, Bart. You're good, man. Hey, Bart, I don't take anybody serious on the stream when it comes to like saying stuff like that. Believe me, I don't. We're all a big community, right, Bart? We're all a big community, man. We all laugh and have fun, dude, and nag each other. Believe me, I'm not taking anything serious like that. You're good, brother. It'd be nice to see AMC next week, Jay, break above that 75 mark and continue up to 80 plus. I think if we do break that old resistance line, I think we could push to 100. If we see us break resistance line next week, I think we could push 100, honestly. Paul Bunyan's brother, Ron Onion. Could you imagine? Ron Onion. You just see Shrek come out, man. See Shrek come out with a beard and an axe. I mean, they're made of onions, man. You know, they got layers, bro. I call Jason a white rapper. I mean, I don't think I can rap it all, but I can try. It probably wouldn't be that great. Yo, Doge doing good. I still think that the crypto markets will do very well going into the mid into late summer months. Just like I think the stock market overall is going to continue to pump back up once we get into those late summer months as well. I'm not worried about any of the money markets right now. Just like I'm not worried about like a small pushback in the real estate market either. Though I do think it could happen in a small pushback in the real estate market. But right now we still don't have enough houses on the market to even cause any sort of pushback around it either. And on top of that, man, obviously lumber prices and things are still up because of this supply and demand. So I'm not worried about any of those things coming back down. Once we do, I do think we'll see probably like a 2 or 3% price pullback in terms of like the housing market once that all starts to get back together. But that's still very, very in line for where we should be at in that market as well. It's definitely a good seller's market right now, though. So if you're selling, obviously a great seller's market. We could see some dips for 100. I mean, we've seen those dips a couple times already, Jay. We could definitely see some more dips here and there. I call them flash dips, where you see you might see the flash go down like $4 or $5. We hit a certain level and then we just bounce, right? And we're right back to where we were before. That's the reason why, man. When you see a good flash dip, you need to, if you can, take advantage of it. Take advantage of those flash dips, because they're gonna happen, man, on the way up anyway. Especially if you don't see them buying back in. Because they're not buying back in. It's more of the retail and bigger dog pushes. What I mean by that is like commercial investors pushing the stock up. So you're going to see some pullbacks here and there as well. Some flash dips. Easy terms, just flash dips that you can pick up and ride right back up again. When we moved, it had already increased by 40K. It's crazy, man. It's nuts, isn't it? Need to be nuts. I mean, this is a really good right here, man. Like, look at that day. Low of 42 intraday, man. Low of 42. A high intraday was like what? Where was the high intraday at? It was like 49.60. So yeah, like 49.65 intraday high. Intraday low 42.01. I mean, that's a pretty good swing, dude. From low this morning to an intraday high at 49.65. Can you complain about that? No. That's a good move, dude. It's a good move. Same thing. Look at this, man. Look at for you guys that are in good old GME right here. You guys had an intraday low of 206, right? And then you had the intraday high of 233. Well, I guess if you count this morning, honestly, like at 241 intraday. So we'll have to count that anyway off that big turn up in the first start of the day before the downturn. So intraday low 206, intraday high 241. I'm counting after this dip. So after dips, you're counting that. The intraday was 206, and then going into closing 233, 34. Still really good movements there as well when it comes to like those big flashes down. What will you do if we hit 100 next week? What do you mean what I'll do? I'll probably cash out on my other options. I have my other options contracts, and then I'll buy the dip. Because currently I still have 2 contracts, right? And 2 contracts, what I mean by contracts is contracts have 10 units in one contract, right? So 10 units in one contract, that's 1,000 shares per contract. So I still have, technically, 2,000 worth of shares in options as well. That if we get up to, say, if we break above the $75, $80 mark, I'll probably go ahead and cash out on and then buy one of the next dips again for more shares. Kind of like I did last week. You never win a hodling. We're around to, say, 2,000. Well, I hope everybody hodls, right? I mean, that's the whole thing. At the end of the day, man, like, I trust Ape Mash, right? So, I'm trusting, man. I'm trusting. Trusting it. I mean, obviously, you can tell if everybody's not hodling, right? You can tell. You'll be able to tell in the price and if we see a lot of big dumps. Yo, if you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you guys hit the sub button. Be awesome to have you guys, and hit the little bell notification. Also, if you guys haven't, smack the like button down below. It lets more people learn about, AMC, the channel here as well. It helps out a lot. Hope everybody's having a great day, man. Hope everybody is having a splendid day. Shout out to the fam here, man. Shout out to you guys that are here almost every day, chilling, hanging out. Especially these last few market close days have been pretty fun, honestly. Pretty fun. Trust the process, exactly. I mean, I'm hoping, the bigger overall substance here, man, that I'm hoping is that we could see, hopefully we can see a little more positivity in the community, man. I feel like we've had enough, after this last little downfall, I feel like a lot of people's teeth came out, right, in terms of, people being, angry again. And we've seen a lot of hate, especially on, Twitter and everywhere, man. I'm hoping we can spread a little more positivity. I think this looks good for people on the outside looking in, wanting to buy in. They want to be a part of the community. They want to join in on the group. And it also looks good because we're not getting, obviously, people like are in the media and places like that, man, looking at us like we're a bunch of ravenous beings. I feel like that, overall helps out the overall movement as well that we're in here. Hey, Jason, how's it going? Yeah, my day was great, man. New subscriber, how will next Friday's options affect the stock price next week if it stays above 50? Well, obviously, now, man, the higher we go, we can see some smaller gamma squeezes, right, that push the stock up, which could eventually, man, lead into the short squeeze of the shorts, buying back in. Those are all things that could be positive for AMC. I'd be honest, man, it'd be great, though, to see, AMC finish above, say, 65 or 75 next week. And maybe, like I said, man, if we break that old high, I think we could honestly push to 100, though. It's definitely a worldwide movement, Bart. There's a lot of people, man. We are ravenous for the truth and justice. You got that right. I think we all are at this point. And it's somebody that's obviously been in this movement since early January, when the stock was right around the $4 mark. When I first started buying in, man. Dude. I get that some people get mad that you have to hold it for so long. But when there's a big thing like this going on, man, it's a big movement, dude. It's not just like an overnight thing. And nobody knows exactly when things are going to happen. And I get that people are like, they should have to buy back in now, man. But believe me, as long as they have money, right, they can continue to buy extensions as well. And eventually it'll pay off, right? So eventually it'll pay off. But right now, man, I get people's frustrations. I get it. We just can't let the frustration take over us, man, and play off emotions, right? Play off emotions, man. And like I said, I'm not saying you guys, nobody can play other plays. At the end of the day, man, you can play other plays to make money. I just wouldn't. When you see people say sell your AMC stock or sell your GME stock to buy this stock, just know, man, it's probably a hedge fund saying that, dude. Nobody really is, anybody that's, knows common sense is going to tell you to sell your stock to buy another stock. Now, if you have $100 and you want to turn that $100 into something really quick on a swing play, beat my guess, and you can buy more AMC stock or whatever. If somebody's telling you to sell your stock, though, to get into this play, then they're probably not somebody you're going to listen to at that point. On the versed and shorted stocks, as I suspect it'll be like dominoes. Again, Croc, man, you can make. I mean, hell, we made money off that. We made money off the Clove play, right? But I've been in that Clove. I've been in the Clove like camp with the options I had since like mid last month, right? So I waited a while. And I bought those $8 calls when the stock was around like $6, and we waited and waited and waited and waited. And then when it got up to around like the $24, we sold some of those. And when we got up to 26, I sold those rest of them. And then I can roll that money into other stocks, which is what I did, right? We bought some more AMC shares. I bought some other shares I like in terms of stocks-wise, long-term plays. Bought some more options, for AMC as well. So it's like, hey, you can do what you want. It's your money at the end of the day. I don't have any BB, but I feel like if you can get at a really good price point, you can definitely make some money long-term. Or you could just, again, you could be selling it that way. For you guys asking what I'm using the webull right there, by the way, too, man. If you guys want to sign up, again, it's free money. You get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,800. Let's see here. Let's see. I'll bring up. I can bring up Doge real quick. I'm down with that. I can bring in the 4 chart real quick. I can bring up Doge. Where's it at? Well, yeah, I mean, Doge did pump right there, didn't it? Pump back up at least. Seeing a little downturn right now, but for you guys that are playing Doge or been playing Doge, man, I mean, it's been a very good, I guess, like swing trade, man, right now for Doge. Again, I think eventually in the crypto market, you'll start seeing some of this FUD start to dissipate, and you'll start seeing bigger pushes. Now, obviously, for you guys that are in Doge, like, once Elon, like, or somebody like that comes out and says, hey, look, we're going to be using, maybe Doge to buy Teslas and yada, 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 you'll see some big pushes for sure. Now, I don't know if those would be more long-term, but you should start seeing, again, the crypto market in general start being a lot more strong again, especially going into the mid part of, let's say, like July, August. Once we get into those months, just like I still think, August area is going to be where we start seeing a bigger push in the stock market in general as well. I think that's when we'll start seeing some more bigger push arounds for the long term. For a long term there. Hey, Jason, moon soon? I mean, I hope, right? The sooner the better. 100%, that guy. I just, nobody knows 100% for certain when the short squeeze will definitely happen. Now, obviously, as long as we keep this price up, we continue to keep things going. That's definitely putting a lot of pressure on the hedgies. Definitely putting lots of pressure there. Lots and lots of pressure. Y'all, hope everybody's having a great day today, though. Did a lot of call option expire day. Yeah, I showed that a minute ago. I think there was 90. Was it 90,000? Let me look real quick. I would tell you. Yeah, 90,000 options expired in the money today. Could have had like 101,000, but we kind of missed out on those $50 calls, which is fine, though. It's not the end of the world. Still had 90,000 expire in the money, which is good. Ain't nothing to shake your finger at. Definitely nothing to shake your finger at, man. And we were up 15% today. So, I mean, what can you complain about? If you complain about that, then I don't know what to tell you. We can see. I think we could definitely see a small push on like a small. I don't think it'd be like a massive gamma or something like that, David. I think we could definitely see a small push though from that, which could give us another boost on Monday, and maybe we can push us back over $60 again. What are you talking about? CWCB, what do you expect, man, when you buy a stock, right, at a certain point? If you buy at a lower price point, it's going to bring your average down. When you buy at a higher price point, it brings your average up. What did you expect, man, to buy a stock and have your exact same cost average? I'm confused, man. I feel like that's common sense. Sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I feel like that's common sense, though, at that point. Just like my average cost, guys, went from like $4 when I first started buying in to now right at $10, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, what's that matter? What's a $40? What's this say? What's a $25 cost average when the price is in the thousands? You know what I mean? Or even if the price was in the let's say 1,000 or whatever, man. What's that matter at that point? I don't know. I'm not saying anything bad about you, CWC. I'm just saying, like, I just don't know, like, you know, you get what I'm saying. I just don't know what you expected by buying at a higher price and thought maybe did you think that when you bought at a higher price that your price was going to be the same average? I mean, it's the same thing if you buy at a lower price, right? Let's say you have a stock and you bought at 12 bucks and the stock price drops to 8. And then you buy more shares, your stock price is going to go down from the $12 average. I mean, it works the same. It works in both directions, is what I'm trying to get at. And if you're looking at it that way too, we have a really, really good, strong, like, sediment line right around $40. I think it's going to be hard for us to break $40 on a downflow and stay there, right? Like, break through it and stay. And we've had some where we went down to like 37 or 36 or whatever, but we came right back above it. And we've had plenty of bounces right around 40 though. But honestly, I think next week, man, we could see us build off this momentum we had today. And maybe we'll see, maybe we can get above, or at least try to break where we were at before. I sold 100 shares to buy the dip and cost myself about 3K. Why'd you sell? I'm confused. Yo, CWC, why'd you sell? Like, I guess I'm not getting what you mean. Did you have like you bought it at a certain price and you bought higher and brought your sell up, and then all of a sudden you sold at a lower cost basis? I mean, it should tell you, man, where your cost basis is at, though. Right? It tells you where you sell. It tells you if you're in the red or the green. I get he was trying to scalp it. I get that. I don't know, man. I guess everybody looks at it different. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it different than. Almost sold yesterday, but zoomed out and have whatever graded. I mean, I told everybody yesterday we were going to go up today. We had 2 days of downward turn, man. I just didn't see any way that on a Friday that us as a community was going to let Friday be a down day after we had 2 bad days on Wednesday and Thursday. But if you're trying to scout plays, man, you have to read the charts. You have to read the charts very, very precisely to know when to get in and get out, and then know when to get back in to get on the low. If you're trying to scalp on that end, I mean, look at today's chart though, dude. So that's a great move. And same thing over here off this move too, off its low. GME's low today, man. Off this right here, booming up. Very nice movement, man. Very nice. But if you don't know how to play like scalps to try to get extra shares and stuff like that, man, in the long run, honestly, I don't really recommend it. If you got into stocks in January or February, I don't recommend you trying to scalp something. I highly can't recommend that. It's not smart to do. It's just not smart, man. If you guys haven't been in the market for a while at least, and know the ins and outs of the market and how the market moves, I really don't recommend, man, trying to scalp plays. You're probably going to end up losing more money than you earn most of the time, and you're going to end up, shooting yourself in the foot probably. Yeah, if you guys haven't joined our Discord channel, join Discord, guys. Lots of awesome people in there too, man. Love to have you guys. Let's see, man. Anybody have positions in Clove and Sense? You should have already got out of Clove. If you're going to play Clove, man, you should have been playing Clove for the short term and got out. Sense, I do have Sense, though. I do have Sense, Nick. I had Clove before, but again, Clove was more like like a couple week swing trade, get out kind of deal. That's the way I played it. Got in and got out, right? And then I swung some of that money over and bought some more AMC shares on some of these dips we had. But Sense is a long-term play for me. I do like Sense as a long-term. I think we could see Sense above right around $8 or so once they get approved. and everything goes through, and I think they can continue to push off that again. But remember, though, since it's a smaller company, so you can definitely see some little more volatility. It is a smaller, like, medical, advancement company. It's not like one of your big dogs. It's not like a Moderna or somebody like that that's bigger, that don't have the crazy swings. I have no idea, Chris. I've never tried the paper. I've tried paper accounts before. I've never tried options on paper. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea on that one. Last full call option for day strike, 65. Man, 65. Remember, guys, honestly, man, if you guys are doing calls, just remember, man, that decay will smack you in the butt if you're buying like 1 or 2 week call options. You're taking a high risk, high reward, right? It's high risk, high reward. The reward can be high, but the risk is very high as well. So if you guys can't stand the heat, man, remember, don't go running into the fire if you can't stand the heat on that point. But if you can stand the heat, then be my guest on the short-term calls, right? I would recommend, though, if you can, pay the extra, pay the extra premium and then go at least 4 months out. Like the first call option I would actually touch is probably September calls. Probably September calls, first call I would touch. The K will smack you if you don't know what you're doing in the options. Just trust me, man. Just trust me. Trust me. I've been in the market long enough. I had 212 shares at an average of $33 and sold 50 shares to buy more on the dip. And then I bought back in, my average went to 36 and only got 1 extra stock. Yeah. You got it again, man. CWC, you need to do this before you do the trade. That way you know the number you want to buy back in at, right? That way you want to know the number, man. You want to work that math out. If you're trying to do that, you want to work that math out before. You're gonna have to see a lot bigger dip, man, to be buying back in if you're trying to scalp that way. Just so my average was $4.02. Feels so free now. LOL. I feel you there, CS, man. If you have another big dip, you can always buy the big dip. Buy those big dips, man. Buy them. Yeah, you should always work the math out in your head first before you go into those plays, man. I think that's the best way to explain it, right? I feel like that's the best way to explain that, is to work out those crunches before you go selling. If you can't do it in your head, yes, get you a piece of paper out, man, and write it down. That way you can see it. If you're trying to do it in your head and you can't do it in your head, get a piece of paper out, man, or do it on your PC or whatever. Doesn't matter. Get you out a calculator and do the math. That way you know like where you want to be buying back in at to get at more shares. Because at a certain point, you're only gonna, if you're buying back in on smaller dips, you're only gonna, like, at that point, man, it's not even worth it. It's definitely not worth it at that point. Yeah, be careful of wash sales as well. 100%. One more. 100%. No, you're good, CW. You're good, man. You're good, bro. I was just trying to, I understand what you did now. At first, I was just so discombobulated. I was like, wait a minute, what happened? But I understand what you did. And I get what you were trying to do. It's just better, man, if you just get all those numbers worked out beforehand, if you're going to do that. That way it even makes sense. And usually you need to see like a big swing down before you're going to be doing that, because you want to be in a good one, man. I think I'll be buying back at 250 if it goes that back. I got you. See, I mean, we could obviously, right, CS. I don't know if it's going to go that low again. We could definitely see some more pullbacks here and there in the market, depending on certain numbers coming out. You know, yada yada in there. Definitely could see some movements in that zone. Yo, chat, if you guys haven't, make sure to smack the like button down below. I'd love to have you guys do that. If you guys aren't a sub, I'd love to have you guys be part of the family we have here. If you guys don't know me, my name is Jason. I'm a nerd on the internet, man. I've been in the market. I've been in the stock market right around 11 years. I have a degree in finance as well. I'm kind of nerdy. I love numbers. I love the money markets. We all like to make jokes here, and people call me lots of names. And I get banned on YouTube, quite often. So if you ever see my channel get banned, just blame the hedge funds. For some reason, I get banned for violence, even though I'm probably like the most non-violent person on YouTube. But hey, man, I keep getting bought for it, so I might as well like embrace my violent, tendencies. Might as well embrace it. It's true. I mean, you're right there, Bob. I mean, he has 213 stock. He has 213 shares. It just depends on how big of a dip, plus that is, because then you're going to be taking taxes as well, which won't matter once you get up, once you get up some crazy amounts of dollars off the squeeze. Like, it won't matter at all at that point. When I was a kid, I broke NES controllers a lot. I mean, I broke a couple of NES controllers in my life too. Don't worry, man. I definitely broke a couple of those. Words are violence now, bro. Didn't you hear it? Obviously. I mean, the only thing I can think of, man, is that hedge funds keep coming in and mass reporting me, which is what YouTube says is happening. I'm getting mass reported. Because obviously you can make like a bot and like mass report somebody from a bot. Let's see here, man. What can we look forward to the next week for in the moment options? Well, if you're looking at options for next week, I mean, you can look real quick. Obviously, on the 18th right over here. I mean, there's quite a bit on the 18th, though. Remember, man, at $40 with 107,000 alone at the $40 mark. At 50, you have almost 25. I think, honestly, I would not doubt it, man. It'd be awesome. It'd close over 75. If we could at least close at 73 next week. Oh my God, dude. The amount of options in the green would be nutworthy. Literally. The amount of options that would be in the green next week if we could close above, like, let's just say 70, 73. If we can close above 73, would be very nice. Very nice. Is throwing money at each other considered violence? Maybe, honestly. You do look like you just got parole, bro. Are you talking about the beard and stuff? Yeah, man, I'm probably like the most non-professional look. I should probably like nice, clean shave, but I've never been that way. Never been that way, man. I've never been like a big suit kind of guy myself. Usually if I'm doing something like for the real estate and stuff, usually I'm just wearing like a button down in some like nice Dickies or something, man, right? It's about as dressed up as I'm getting, man. And if I can get away with it, I'm sign me up, man, for a polo or something. I don't care. And like some nice shorts. And if I'm at home, dude, it's t-shirt and shorts. Winter, long sleeve tees, and some jammy pants or some sweats, dude. All day, every day, man. Beard flowing. No cares in the world, brother. No cares. You know how many times I've gotten hate on like YouTube? Like, oh wow, we're listening to some guy wearing a Popeye. Dude, if you're not listening to some guy wearing a freaking Popeye the Sailor Man shirt for your financial advice, and I don't know what's up, dude. Not financial advice, by the way. Let's go, baby. Let's go, dude. You guys gotta remember though, man, I grew up on a farm, right? I grew up like, baling hay. Well, in my younger years, I grew up in a very, very, poor household, and 2 years of my life with my mom, we lived in homeless shelters. So, once I turned 12, though, we moved to my grandparents. My grandparents lived on a farm. So, from 12 to 18, man, I was, baling hay and cutting tobacco and chucking corn and all the fun stuff. All the fun stuff, man. You guys know baling hay is fun because the old cut-up arms. You get in the shower at night, man. It feels like you've stepped in some acid because the water's hitting every one of your cuts from the hay, cutting your skin to death. It's always great, dude. Are duplexes a smart investment? Are duplexes a smart investment? They can be, yes. Yes, they can definitely be. If you can get a really good if you can get a wedge deal, Connor, yes, man. If you can get a nice wedge deal on a duplex, or if you can take a house, man, and if it's a big enough house, you can split it and turn that into a duplex as well, dude. Man, you can make some money. You can also hack too, right? So if you're living a duplex, you can buy a duplex. You live on one side and rent out the other side. You pretty much live for free, right? They pay the payment on the house. They pay the payment. You don't pay payment. You pretty much live for free, man. You also, capitalize on other things, man. Pretty much at that point, you're pretty much living for free. So I would say, yeah, especially if you can find a wedge deal. I know it's a little harder to find wedge deals right now, though. A little bit harder to find those wedge deals right now, but it is what it is. Where are you from? I live in Nashville, Chris. I live in Nashville. After I get my millions, I'm buying a McDonald's franchise for unlimited nuggies. Let's go, Zero. Open up the McDonald's, man. Making your own nuggies in the back. Love it. Let's go, baby. Do market makers typically hedge for in-the-moment options during the week they expire, or is that typical for following me? Usually what will happen, unless they know for sure, they'll usually go the week after. They'll also go long, too, though. They'll go long as well, DZ. They'll go long, man. They will go long. Richard, yes. What's exactly a wedge deal? Well, it's kind of like this house right here, right? Like we bought this house, last year, the first of last year on a wedge deal. What I mean by wedge deal, something that's kind of like run down. Let's say needs to be fixed, right? Like maybe you put like $10 or $15, $20,000 into it, below market value, right? You buy it way below market value. After you put your money into it, you're still below market value. You have that wedge deal there, right? So you already have that equity. You already have everything, man. You already have money that's already sitting there. You have. Hope that makes sense. Like we bought this house, man. We put in what was it like? I don't know. We put in about $35,000, almost $40,000 into this house. We bought it. And right now, I own the house. We don't have a payment or nothing on it. I can go out and get a loan if I wanted to. But at the end of the day, man, if I wouldn't got a loan on it, I'd have equity on it, right? I'd have lots of equity, and it's way worth more than what I bought. I would say right now, like if I wouldn't got a loan on this house, what we have in it, I could probably get a loan of probably around $100,000 more than what we have in the house. After we paid for it, and after the almost 40 grand we put into it. We'd be up somewhere probably between 80 and 100K, somewhere around in there, market value-wise. I'd probably say around the 100K right now because of the markets, the way they are. And I could probably, if I were to sell this house, I could probably get up, it might be about 140K up from what we had in it. I'm going to sell your wedge deal and drop minimum 25K in AMC once I sell LL, but it may be late by then. Maybe not. Maybe not, DZ. I mean, if you're selling it soon, like, man, the house, dude, if I was to put this house on the market right now, I guarantee, like, within 2 days, it would already have, like, 3 or 4 offers really quick. The housing market's ridiculous right now. And it'd be way above value, too. A guy in Nashville just sold his $1 million+ house yesterday in Bitcoin. So, you know what I mean? That's how crazy the market is right now. I think that's the largest housing purchase in Tennessee ever through the crypto markets, which is crazy. He used Bitcoin, right? He used Bitcoin, but he sold over $1 million. He sold his over $1 million property with just Bitcoin. Somebody bought it with Bitcoin, which is awesome. That just shows you how more mainstream things are getting there. Mara, there's lots of bigger, like, options, like things out there. Even if you go to YouTube, I'm talking about like long form. I'd watch the long form options, people. that have like, you know, a video. It's probably gonna be a video like at least an hour long. I wouldn't watch somebody that's trying to break it down in like 10 or 15 minutes. There's just too much to comprehend in there for you to actually get it, especially if you don't know it, if you've never done them before. I wouldn't say they're overcomplicated, especially if you're buying long term, because at that point, just know that, you know, decay will kick your butt though on your decay. If you're buying like, say, next week options or 2 weeks out or something like that, it'll definitely smack you if you don't get out soon enough while you're up. But eventually, they could expire worthless as well. How long can the hedgies keep manipulating AMC to keep it from going to the moon? Wouldn't doubt if the corrupt government is backing them. They can hold out a little bit longer for sure, Adam. The thing I'm looking for, man, is to see that first medium-sized dog buy back in. I think that's when we'll start seeing the floodgates open. Right now, though, they've been fake covering their shorts through the options market. So right now, they've been fake covering shorts through the options market, though. I did a whole video on this. If you go back a couple videos ago, if you go to my channel, go to the videos, I do a whole breakdown. It's like at least a good 10 minutes last of the video. 10 minutes has been me breaking down how they're doing it, how they're going through and using the options market to fake cover their shorts in the naked shorts right now. They're not covering. They're trying to make it seem like they're covering. That way we sell. Wouldn't recommend the ice cream's always melting and tastes salty. Hey, God bless, man. Sometimes, man, the glory hole will do you well. Yo, chat, if you guys are brand new to the broadcast, make sure you guys hit the sub button below, man. Hit the little bell notification if you guys want to as well. Stay up to date. I'll definitely have a big breakdown video coming out probably right around like 6 or 7 hour time. I do like to put a lot of time and effort into the videos. You guys that have been in the stream a while know that every video is at least like probably it's a longer video. But I do break down everything, you know, and go over what's happening, what's going to happen, you know, strategies coming up, so on and so forth. I'm not getting off right now though. We'll be on for at least the next 30 minutes, man, chatting with you guys, chilling and hanging out by the pool. If you hit the like button, make sure you guys hit the like button as well. I'd love to have you guys come back and chill. I'll give it simple. It dips. I buy shares. Options are scary and can end up worthless. Exactly, Heath. That's the reason why I said, to me personally, I'm not going to buy any option in AMC. Personally, myself. You can go, again, high risk, high reward. Don't get me wrong there. You can definitely make some good money. For me, like the first option I would look at, personally, again, me, is September 17th call options. One reason it's a good time to buy in September 17th call options is because, look, we'll get the preliminary numbers the week right before that. We get preliminary numbers for the Q3 numbers, right? And what happened in Q3. So we get those preliminary numbers on that like Monday pretty much. That could be a good slingshot. And it's going to give a long time for decay or anything like that to even work down on my options. And if we get up really big before then, I'll just go ahead and sell those options. Yes, I pay a little bit higher premium. I get it. I know somebody down in the chat. You're paying $19.55 for your $60 calls. Dude, it's fine. It's fine. I stand to lose a lot more money on that high risk if I were to buy like next week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks out options. I don't care. It's never done me wrong for the most part, and I'll continue doing it. Now, every once in a while, we'll buy some more short-term calls, but usually not me for the most part. I'm usually not a guy who likes losing money. We'll put it that way. Would you recommend buying Tesla right now? I've been buying Tesla on some dips. Yes. I've been buying Tesla on dips, man. You know me. I'm a Tesla dog. EV in general. But we bought some Tesla when it broke below the $600 marks. I think if you can get your buy-in somewhere around the $600 mark, I think long run, great, right? Great. If you can get it anywhere between $550 and $600, long-term wise, man, candy printing, 100%. That'd be something like if you guys wanted to get into like those kind of plays, would be something. One, if you're looking to get into long-term plays, or two, looking somewhere to put some tendies after the squeeze. There's a lot of decent plays out there for that. But for me, I don't care about short-term FUD. I'm talking about long-term, right? 2025, 2030 is what I'm getting out of that. Yeah, I think that's the first tip of the day, period, man. The first tip of the day, dude. You big dong and hoe. You see how much I just don't preach about getting donations. Let's see here, man. Period. Thanks so much for the $5.40 or 549 euros. Yeah, there we go. Everyone check Xenon Pay. You can find it on Pancake Swap. Good old Pancake Swap, man. Yo, period. Thanks so much, man, for the 549 euros, brother. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you. No, Hope Sadler ever said that. I mean, I'm long-term on stuff like that, right? Jason, what's your price prediction for Neo end of 2021? Probably $75 area. Somewhere around like $75. Maybe a little bit more, maybe like a 5 less. I don't know. It depends on chipsets, right? Chipsets on that one. But again, I'm buying Neo and X-Ping and stuff like that for like 2030. You know what I mean? 2025. Like, I don't plan on selling any of my EV plays that I have anytime soon. Those are long-term plays for me. Just like ChargePoint and you know, Volta. Volta is still a really, really good one right now to be buying up and holding. It's still around $10 because it is still in the SPAC phase. So it's being held down because of the SPACs, but eventually SPACs will break out anyway. But eventually Volta's is going to be Volta, the VLTA symbol, and it'll bounce big time. Just like Romeo and others there. Do you think the price per stock will hit 150 by July? It could, Daniel. It could, man. 100%. I mean, nobody knows when the squeeze is going to start happening. Or when we even, maybe retail pushes above the $150 range. Who knows? It won't mess up your stocks, no, Cole. You're just being limbo for like 4 days. Like 4 business days, pretty much. Or, you know, Monday through Friday are business days. Helion, I don't mind Helion. Again, Helion to me, man, it's a hydrogen play. I just don't think we have enough hydrogen infrastructure out there. That's the reason why I'm not buying into hydrogen right now. I'd much rather buy, you know, electric plays like ChargePoint and Volta and others like that. Maybe I might start buying some hydrogen plays in like 2025. I think we probably start seeing a little more infrastructure for hydrogen, maybe starting between 2025 and 2030. Maybe sooner, who knows, man? It's just my guesstimates on that point. We'll probably see some sort of a little gamma, you know what I mean? I don't think it's going to be the biggest gamma in the world. I think our biggest gamma squeeze, like, you know, push, honestly, could be going from the 18th, going to that next Monday, right? So the 18th to like the 21st area. We have a lot more in the green. If we can get above 75 next week and stay there, it'd be crazy how many options will be in the green. I have no idea, Matt. I have no idea. I have no idea, brother. Me, myself, I usually try to stay out of the limelight. You probably won't see me on like some news station or anything like that anyway. I usually try to stay out of the limelight as much as I can. I'm just all about spreading positivity, man, and hopefully keeping the, you know, keeping the community in a more positive light and instead of spreading all kinds of hate, right? Currently right now, Joshua, I have right at 4,700 shares of AMC, and I have 2 options contracts, and those have, you know, obviously 2,000 shares together because they're 10 within each contract. Yo, peace out, Matt. Peace out, brother. Peace out, man. I get what you're saying there, Adam. I'm just saying, like, the infrastructure for that, man, I feel like is a little bit further out. I don't mind Helion if you can buy it at certain price points. Yo, what's up? What's up, West Virginian? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, my dude. Yo, if you guys haven't joined our Discord, make sure you guys join Discord right there. I'd love to have you guys, man. Come back, chill out, be a part of the community we have over in Discord. We're always laughing, having fun, all the fun stuff. After the squeeze, I'm going to buy a bunch of Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, and that's really good, honestly, especially if you can buy before Apple does announce their, like, you know, their EV stuff, because we definitely see some good Apple bounce on that. I'll probably be buying all those as well with some of my money as well in the squeeze, including Neo and some others that'll be on there, Charge Point and some other plays. And I'll probably put some more money into some of my funds and some ETFs that generally have been making me somewhere around like 15 to 20% a year. Just to be some more smart money, I guess, in that end, a little bit less risky plays. I mean, our lowest price when we hit today was at $42. And then we bounced off. I didn't think we're going to push the $42 limit again. The reason why I say that is because we hit $42 yesterday, right over in here. We bounced off right here again, came back up, came down. We bounced right here up like 43, and from there we're up, right? And we had this couple downturns here. Now, right here you had some people that were day trading, selling some of their shares here, and then you had some hedges, probably trying to hedge down a little bit. And then we broke through the last hour and a half area. We had a little bit more, buying power and buying pressure, so any of those downward turns didn't hurt us as much. But at the end of the day, man, on the SSR you can't short on the way down, but you could short on the way up on these up green ticks, right? On the green ticks you can short there. So it's not like you can short on these bigger red sticks, but you can also short on the green sticks, on the up ticks. Been time with kids, man, but away from the computer. Yo, nice, West Virginia. Yeah, I had the kids most of the day yesterday by myself as well. The wrestle, play some digi games, all the fun stuff. Yo, Josh, Lamau, dude. I got my own kids to be paying for, man. Unfortunately, Josh. Hopefully you can do it off your TNDs. Yo, if you guys haven't followed us on the Twitter sphere, man. I haven't really been promoting that too much. Hey, follow us on Twitter. I'd love to have you guys on the El Twitters. All right, back, guys. I'm gonna grab a Coke. I'm grabbing a Coke, man. I need the energy in my life, aka the caffeine-anator. Hey-oh, oh, hey-oh. Daylight coming, you want to go home. Ken Griffin? You're talking about Ken Griffin Jr., the baseball player? What does Ken Griffin Jr., the baseball player, and Adam Aaron have in common? I mean, I'm such a snarky little, you know what, chat. You know what? Are there any heavily oversold stocks still? I mean, I still think there's a lot of heavily oversold EV plays. You know, I knew we're up now, but going back and looking at February's numbers, you can tell how far we're still down. You know what I mean? See, I still think there's great plays to be had over there. I still think some of the charging plays are still down, pushed down, right? And if you see ChargePoint go back, say ChargePoint pulls back to like 23 again, it'd be a really good area to be buying back into. I still think Volta hasn't had its time to shine yet, but it eventually will, man. Workhorse might not be that bad, right? I still think Go EV, aka Canoe, is still, obviously it's still very heavily shorted, but again, it's still a good long-term play as well. They're still out there, man. They're still out there. There's still a lot of stocks that are heavily undervalued and undervalued plays. Like, yeah, some of those stocks are definitely up. I'll give it that. But they're not where they could be. You know what I mean? Try to look over here, man. Obviously, if InBiz comes back down to say like below the say $13, $14 area, definitely be another swing trade opportunity again on InBiz for a swing back up. But I still think there's a lot of stocks out there that are still heavily down. RMO is another one. It's at 923 today. There's still a lot out there in terms of being way undervalued. Now, I still think AMC is the bigger squeeze play of all those, right? But I'm talking about like, long-term plays. Workhorse, I think Workhorse could do well. I don't know a ton about Ideanomics. I don't want to talk on that one too much. I think Workhorse could be a pretty good one. How do you feel about Lucid Motors? I have a lot of Lucid Motors. I have 10 options contracts with Lucid. Expiring in December 2022, and then we have 3,700 shares of Lucid as well. I like Lucid again. I love EV plays. I'll be completely honest. Like, you guys know this. I'm an EV I'm just an EV person, man. When it comes to stocks, if it's a good come, man. I'm not saying every EV play out there is good to get into, but I feel like they have their own little plays, especially when it comes to market prices where they come in at, like in terms of whether it's like a luxury model or more of a cheaper model one that could sell really good as well. Aaron is a bad egg. Who's wait a second, Adam Aaron or who? I'm so confused, man. I am so confoozled. Short interest is up today, I'm pretty sure, on AMC. I can check really quick. So yeah, short interest today, as of 30 minutes ago, short interest was up 1.1% today. So short interest was up 1.1% today. Nothing crazy there, but there was like almost a million shares. I would say almost that. Let's just say 0.8 million shares or 800,000 shares borrowed instead of returned today. Now again, I don't want to. The problem is, man, when you're looking at these Ortex numbers right now, my bigger concern here is one. I don't know if these numbers are super legit right now. Because some of these times are guesstimates, and two, we don't know if these shares are actually being returned or if they're covering these shares through the options market. I'm almost willing to bet they're just shares that are covered through the options market, make it look like they covered, but they haven't covered. Using long options, right? To make it look like they've covered. And also, guys, let's make sure we're not spreading like FUD and misinformation. I get that some people get mad about this or get mad about that. Let's just make sure we're being cool, calm, and collective, man. In the movement, we're all here for the same movement, right? I hope most people are in this movement, man, to hopefully, cause hedge funds some a little bit of that wallet pain that they've caused lots of companies, man, over time to just, fizzle out and, file bankruptcy and things like that. So I hope we're all in it for the same reasons. We don't all have to spread like lots of hate or lots of misinfo and things like that. It doesn't help the movement at all. It makes new people like looking in, trying to get into the movement. Like it makes them not want to be into the movement. It makes the media look at us like we're freaking caged animals. You know what I mean? I mean, at the end of the day, yes, he did release shares into the market. Yeah, he sold those shares, man. At the end of the day, man, he's a CEO. The company has $5 billion worth of debt. It's got a lot of debt, man. He's got to raise money somewhere here and there, man. He has to be a CEO. I get what you're saying. Those shares would have been in the market. It would have went into the market anyway. They were already divvied out to go into the market. Whether it would have been an insider getting those, man, and then selling them onto the market eventually, or whatever would have happened, it eventually would have got out there. At least he raised capital for the company. Yeah, at the end of the day, man, they did sell them, at least we bought them up, right? At least we bought them up. A lot of them, we bought a lot of those 8 million that got sold the same day. At least we bought them up, and a lot of us bought and hodled them. And even if the hedge funds bought some of those and shorted them, guess what, man? That just makes a bigger squeeze for us when they bought and shorted. I get where people are coming from, though. I really do. Like I said, man, I'll have to look at both sides of things. I don't want to like come to any kind of crazy, hectic solutions and like, I don't want to feed into the hate side of the movement, right? The squeeze is still on. It's not like the hedge funds covered because they sold some shares. No, at the end of the day, maybe they shorted some of those shares and now it's going to be even bigger squeeze. I don't really know on that end, right? I get what you're saying. But it didn't affect the actual squeeze because we weren't even started to squeeze yet. And hedge funds are going to buy shares in AMC and other things too. They try to hedge themselves a little bit here and there. That way, if they do lose some money here and there, it's not as much as they could have lost, right? Though, again, I still think, man, those synthetic shares and everything else out there, it's gonna be crazy losses once this thing does squeeze. Yo, West Virginia, man, you're probably talking to a brick wall right now, honestly. That's the reason why I'm not getting into it either. It is what it is. It is what it is. You gotta let people voice their concerns. I get it, man. I get what people are mad about. Like, I do get that point, but I'm just not gonna feed into it. I mean, I'm all down with the one-time share dividend. The bad thing is, though, Michael, on that point, man, is if they weren't in any debt, I think that's what would happen. I think he could do that. The problem is, man, was you're in debt. It's gonna look bad if you all of a sudden do a dividend, a one-time dividend. It'd be nice though. It'd be really nice if that was to happen, even if it's just like a penny or two. Yo, what's up, Victor? Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well, man. Did you see the Citadel news down 44% year to date? Yes, I did, West Virginia. Like I said, man, I'll be doing a lot. Today's going to be a big video on lots of stuff, man. So if you guys haven't hit the sub button, make sure you guys hit the sub button and hit the little bell notification. That way you guys know when the video's live. I got a nice juicy video coming out today. I'm not going to talk about it because it's juicy though. Just know that. With a lot of info. I'm sorry if it's another 18-minute video, man. It's a lot of info to squeeze into like a small video. To actually make it make sense. I can squeeze it down maybe shorter, maybe. But I'll try. There's just a lot of info, man, to squeeze into little small segments. The most likely chance is they are going to bankrupt AMC regardless. I hope I'm wrong. They're not going to bankrupt AMC regardless anyway, Tomato. I don't think it's going to happen, man. They have a lot of money though, Ben. They have a lot of money. You got to remember, man, like in terms of capital, you know, Citadel alone has a lot of capital. They can definitely cover. So you always got those people out there saying they can't even cover. Yeah, they can cover. They have a lot of capital. They can cover it. So for people saying they're going to get bailed out or yada, 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 what are they going to get bailed out with? They have capital to cover it. They can cover their losses on that end. They can buy back in. Well, it's not even just that, though, Adam. At the end of the day, man, like, I bought into AMC at $4, right? Early January. Very, very early January. I bought in AMC right around $4. I bought in, man, because I seen the movement starting, right? In terms of, like, showing hedge funds who were boss. I've been in prior movements before, just like this. Just not as widespread, right? It was just like a smaller group of people. You didn't have millions of people on it, right? There was definitely there were groups of people. Just wasn't as big as something like this. And obviously, things like that, you know, have happened. I just don't know if like a movement as big as the AMC movement has ever been there. And I'm not trying to bring anything down against GME either. I think GME's movement's been very great. And I think we're almost all together, right? On GME and AMC. We're all apes. We're all like here trying to do one common goal. And I think the goal is working. They've lost lots of money. But again, they haven't even bought back in yet. So the upside there is massive. Yo, let's go, Conrad. Let's go, baby. Let's go, my dude. Heck yeah, brother. Going to get stronger, especially now that only blockbuster movies is what is primarily getting released. That's true, too. We do have a lot of good movies, man, coming out this summer and then going into fall. There's a lot of good movies coming out, man, that are big, big blockbuster movies at that. Yo, what's up, Dubbies? What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well, man. The counter's looking good. We can't... exactly, West Virginia. That's at the end of the day, man, you have a lot of people that are getting impatient, right? Some people have been in it for a long time. You also have people that are brand new, right, that are brand new to the stock. So they're very impatient because, again, they probably just now, they've never been in the market before. So they don't understand the ups and downs of the market at all. Even way less than even the people that's been in it since January or February in the markets, right? Even those guys, you know, people that have been in it since January and February don't really understand the markets at all either. But imagine if you were just brand new into the markets and you just bought in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Just imagine, man, like the whirlwind, dude, that you just went into with AMC. It's a lot. So it takes a while, man, and that's the reason why I'm trying to teach people not to be so hateful on people. You're gonna have paper-handed Andes. They're gonna be there. There's nothing you can do about it. You can try to educate them though that this is what happens on these kind of things. You're gonna see ups and downs before the big squeeze happens. You can educate people, but honestly, at the end of the day, man, you can't tell people anything. You know what I mean? When it comes to like some people, they just don't want to listen, and you just gotta let those people go to the wayside, man. You just gotta let them go. You gotta break out some let it go. Oh man. February guy, no clue what's happening, John. It's a lot, dude. Even if you've been in it since January, right? I've been in the market for almost right at 11 years, man. Right? Right at 11 years now, I've been in the market. Even I learn stuff still. And I'm sure I'll be learning stuff till the day I, pass away in the market, right? There's going to be stuff you're always going to learn. New stuff, man. You're like, oh, this is cool, or all this, or something's going to change, man. You have to learn this again. Rules change, yada, yada, yada. So, as somebody like me has been in this for so long, and I'm still learning here and there sometimes and stuff, I know people, man, that have only been in it since January are definitely learning. You'll take a lot of info in the first couple of years you're in the market. You'll take a lot of info in, man, and it seems like a lot. It makes you confused. And you're like, dang, does this count here? Should you do this here? Or should you do that there? Does this fundamental, count here on this stock? There's a lot of stuff that goes through your brain that'll confuse you as well. You'll also learn not to trade so much on emotions anymore. You'll also learn that, the ups and downs won't really bother you as much. Because when I first got in the market, that first year, man, the ups and downs were ridiculous. They were nuts, dude. They took me for a whirlwind, right? And I feel like every year after that, it's got, you know, a little bit calmer. And, you know, judging by like the two bigger like downfalls I had, especially in the market, especially like last March, right? Last March, you guys in the market know what I'm talking about. Shit, I mean, my whole account went down like, you know, 60+% almost overnight. Now, obviously, the downturn didn't last, you know, as long as it could have. We came back up pretty fast. And again, it was not like a, you know, like a regular downfall in the market. It was because of a virus, right, and a pandemic happening. So the markets came back a little bit faster, thank goodness. But still, man, still can get you going, get your heart pumping. I mean, there's still new traders at the end of the day, though, James, what I'm trying to talk about. I mean, obviously, a lot of us have been in it for a while. There's still some new traders, though, that have definitely just now got into AMC. Hell, there was people that didn't even believe in AMC, right? They were coming here and type, like, AMC's going down to $1 again, yada, yada. And some of those guys, I bet you, have bought in now, right? Some of those guys that are hating on AMC that have finally done some D&D and actually seen, you know, the potential in AMC and seen, you know, how much, you know, naked shorts and synthetic shares that are out there. And just how corrupt the system is on that end, that have bought in as well now. I guarantee there's probably some people right now watching the chat that was doing that. Someone put water in the rocket fuel. Nah, we good, man. We're good, dude. Just instant start off with a Trey, Matt. Yeah, I mean, something like that would be awesome, Michael. I'm definitely not one of the big dogs, though, man. I'm still a small fry out here, right? Small fry. I'm happy where I'm at, though, honestly. You know what I mean? We still got that nice, like, small, nice community feel. I know everybody here. You know, so on and so forth. I don't have to just, like, you know, read donations that are coming through and read those. Those things are awesome, right? I'm not going to say anything bad about donations and things like that, but I appreciate you guys being here, man, and hitting the like button, hitting the sub button, man, and coming and hanging out, right? Community's number one, man. Community's number one is what I look at, and I'm not looking up to anybody, right? I don't look up to anybody in the community we have. I look up to you guys. I look up to everybody. I think community is number one. It doesn't start. It's not me. It's not like, you know, some of the bigger dogs. It doesn't matter who it is. At the end of the day, man, you guys are running the show, right? Yeah, we bring news, but at the end of the day, man, community is where it's at. So I do try to answer as much as I can, but again, I'm going to miss some questions, 100%. I feel bad for that, honestly. As a dad, as somebody that has kids, man, it's you almost get to that point, man, in life where you just feel bad for the stupidest stuff. And I'm over here like, man, I missed that question, rip. Or you missed this question, you're like, rip. Or somebody's like, you're not answering my questions. I'm like, you know, at the end of the day, man, I try, but I can't get to everything. I do feel bad about it, but there's nothing I can do. So I try to. With the increase before close come next week, do you think we will see dips? Honestly, I think we could build off this going into Monday, Victoria. I think we can build off the momentum we built today. I think, you know, pre-market Monday could be very telling, though. Pre-market Monday could be very telling of what's going to happen. But I honestly do think we could see, if we could, though, next week finish above $75, that'd be amazing. At the end of the week, we finish above $75. But honestly, I think if we could break that old high, I think then we can honestly see us push up to $100. As crazy as that sounds, I think we could. Mondays do tend to be good, though. You're right there. There's no big catalyst coming next week in terms of like a downward turn in the market. We got past the big FUD this past week. I was on Thursday with the CPI data. CPI data was higher, yes, but that was only up on certain things that don't really matter so much. Those things will go up and down within fluctuation. Things like certain stuff like, you know, rent and stuff like that all came down, actually. So that's the reason why we've seen the CPI data go up, but it didn't matter so much because the stuff that is not transitory was coming down. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's the reason why we've seen the market continue to build and feel bullish at that point, because those other things will come down no matter what. But seeing certain stuff like, you know, rent and other things coming down, is a great thing. It wasn't down a lot, right? It wasn't down a ton. It was down like what? Rent was down like 0.4%. Hey, at the end of the day, man, you take whatever on those positive kind of things, take it. And that's what the market did. We did really well. Wednesday, we had a sell-off, which was very normal because we had CPI data coming out the next day. Next day, CPI data came out. Wasn't the best CPI data, but again, the stuff that we wanted to see come down came down. Now, we had some other stuff go up, which made the number go up. But again, if you're looking at the actual numbers and looking what stuff's come up and went down, the stuff that went down was the stuff you actually wanted to see come down. And that's the reason why we've seen Thursday, us build back up again off those sells from Wednesday. And I'm talking about the market overall. I'm not talking about AMC in general. Obviously, AMC had a sell-off on Thursday, which led me to believe, just in yesterday's video, I thought maybe we could see a good push-up, though, on Friday. Because there's a lot of hype going into Friday. If you guys wonder what I'm using right there, I am using Webull. If you sign up, I get a free stock. You get 2 free stocks. Again, it's free money at the end of the day. You put $100 in to get those 2 free stocks and get the tier 2 NASDAQ I've used for 3 months. What's Fisker at? I mean, I like Fisker. Oh! What the heck? It's a pretty good little pump in aftermarket. The problem here, though, man, it's aftermarket hours, though. It is aftermarket hours on Fisker. So you're not going to be a lot of volume there, but it's pretty big volume for Fisker aftermarket, honestly. It's pretty big volume aftermarket. I wouldn't sell your Fisker, though. I mean, Fisker's, again, a long-term play. We've seen this other day, too. Remember right here? Going into pre-market, we've seen this big bump in Fisker, then it come back down again. I'm Fisker long-term. As you guys know, I do have Fisker. We bought Fisker options. We bought those Fisker shares when it was down low. So, again, if you guys know what Fisker is an EV company. It's an EV company. They have their new SUV coming out, and it's a pretty nice SUV. It's more of the cheaper side. I think it's like $30,000. It has like a solar panel on top of it. It's a pretty nice little car though. But yeah, that's a pretty good little pump right there in aftermarket. But you don't need a lot of volume on plays like this to pump them up. That's the issue there. Somebody went in and bought like a lot of shares or something. Aftermarket is gonna pump. It'll pump it up on Fisk. Thought the Russell 1000 that'll help out a lot, man. The Russell 1000 will help out a lot. It's gonna create buying pressure on AMC and GME. From my experience, almost every stock I've ever seen go to the Russell has went up in value after they got added. Yeah, they don't have cars yet. They do have a car coming up. Yeah, the Ocean. Well, the EV. I mean, by EV. EV side. The EV side of Fisker, anyway. I think Canoe will definitely get, at some point, Canoe will have a pop, right? Again, I'm long-term Canoe, though, but I do have some options that I have been trading here and there on Canoe as it went up and down. But you guys know I love Canoe. And the bigger reason why I like Canoe, as you guys know, again, it's an EV company, but they're doing a lot more stuff on the other side of things I like a lot. Like their, let me bring it up real quick. Like their delivery vehicles and things like that. But I honestly think this right here could be a market changer as well for people that have businesses that are on the go. Because they're going to have like the food truck and all that stuff as well. It's all one thing. It's all made out of the same thing, right? So they just do very small modifications to it and make it like something that's super awesome. But I like Canoe a lot for this reason right here. I think you're going to see a lot of this, and I think you'll see a lot of their delivery trucks going out as well. And obviously their vans and their trucks and their cars going to be coming out. They're going to sell like hotcakes because they're cheaper EVs at that point. And the bigger reason why I like them too is they have the MPP technology. And what that means, guys, is they're using the same buggage under bottom, the same carriage. They're using the same one, man, for all their vehicles. So the mass production is going to be a lot cheaper when they're mass producing these, which will make profit margins, massive, right? Made their profit margins really big. But again, that's a long-term play. So that'll be somewhere I'll probably cash some money into. Again, after the squeeze, I'll put some more money into it after the squeeze. But that's a long-term play. It's not like to me, obviously, there's a squeeze potential there because it's heavily shorted. The reason why I went over that is because he asked. There's definitely squeeze potential there, but I'm not in it for the squeeze, honestly. Myself, I'm in it for long-term goals. Again, I like Canoe as a long-term play. And that'll be somewhere I'll probably put money after squeeze some more. I'm just going to wait for shorts to cover. Ben, I don't really have price targets, honestly, man. I'm waiting for shorts to cover, and then that's when I sell, right? I'll let you guys know when I sell, though. So it's not gonna let you guys out in the dark. I'll let you guys know when I sell my shares. The truck van. Oh yeah, the truck. Canoe's work truck looks bad A for sure, Adam. Yeah, 30K, Adam, 30K, which isn't bad, man, for a nice EV. Right, they're wanting to get that down they're wanting to get that down to around 25K after mass production. That's what the CEO said. Somewhere between 25 and 28K would be like the ideal price point for them once mass production gets into play more, which is awesome. Again, I think that work truck's pretty boss. I think that'll be a nice seller for them as well. I think they're just an overall around good company. I think they'll do very, very well with their stuff. And again, that's a long-term play though. So plays like that would be something you'd get in after, right? If you have money in, I wouldn't go sell my AMC right now to buy that. You know what I mean? After the squeeze, though, if you wanted to put some money into it, I mean, Canoe would definitely be a nice little place to park some, for sure. If we did get this Friday on, I think Monday. Yeah, I think Monday I think Monday's going to look good. I think Monday should be great. And I think pre-market will be very telling of that. So we'll be watching that pre-market for sure Monday. Yeah, dude, Brian, I was talking about this earlier. Okay, shorts yesterday, went positive $420 million on a positive 13 or negative 13% day. So I figured if we finish somewhere around $50 today, that they would be losing somewhere between $500 and $600 million on the day, which pretty much eradicates any of those positives they had yesterday and put them more in the negative, which is great. Crypto dead. No, crypto's fine, man. Crypto is pretty much where the stock market was on their FUD days back in, say, like March area, right? I think the crypto market and the stock market overall is going to have a really nice bull run going into late summer. Once we start seeing a lot of this FUD start dying down from the CPI data and yada, yada, yada starts dying down, I think you'll see a lot of runs in the market no matter what company you're in, pretty much. I think we could potentially break above those January and February, highs we had. That's just my thoughts. Take what I say with a grain of salt. I'm not a financial advisor, so I feel weird saying that sometimes because obviously I did go to school for finance and business finance, right? So, I do have a degree in all those things. So I could, do financial advice and do stuff like that. But again, then I'd have to have my own business and then I'd have to, obviously charge people for finance stuff. So I'm definitely not a financial advisor though, 100%. I know how to make my own money, right? I do my own taxes. I do all this stuff, right? Oh, you are a financial advisor. No, I'm not a financial advisor. I mean, I went to school for finance, but definitely not a financial advisor though. I can make my own money. I can do all that stuff myself, but I don't have like a financial advice business, and I don't have a job in that area, so to say. I do have I do have stuff in the finance world, obviously, right? But I'm not Jason Allen, the financial advisor. No, you're good, Daniel. I know you're playing around, brother. I know you're playing around, man. Hey, we're all good here. Also, the $5. Wait a second. Let's see. Monthly subscription. What does that include? Are you talking about like the join button down there? I try to obviously if I see somebody in the chat that's asking questions that has the join button in your green chat, I'll usually answer them faster as soon as I see them, right? I do appreciate those things. Anybody that donates or any of those things, man, hit the donate button below or donates on Cashapp or the PayPal in the description, all those things, man. Those things allow me to support my kids and allows me to put food on the table and continue to be able to stream and pump lots of time into it. But none of those things are like, you ain't got to feel like obligated to do those. Those things are definitely appreciated. I'll answer as many questions as I can without those things. I get that some people's, chats are members only, or some people, usually only get to answer You know, people that's donated to the channel, they'll answer those questions only. I really don't like to do that so much. I'd much rather try to, you know, answer as many people as I can when I can. But Zynga released something about meme stocks going up. Well, I mean, let me look. my initial thing there is, I mean, obviously Bazinga. You know what I mean? Obviously, like, who wrote that article? Meme stocks are back in demand. Trader Circle back from Bitcoin. Oh, okay, yeah. I get where you're seeing this now. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's pretty. I mean, that's a pretty, you know, smart. It takes somebody very smart to figure that one out. Yeah, it's going over stuff like that. That's what I figured. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, dude, any kind of positive reinforcement somebody reading, hey, maybe it adds to some more buying pressure too. I'm down with that, man. I'm down with it. Yo, chat, remember, if you guys haven't hit the like button, think about smacking the like button. If you guys aren't a sub, think about hitting the sub button as well. I'd appreciate it. Yo, thanks, AJ. I appreciate you more, man, for just being here. I hear the SEC is re-innovating Bernie Madoff to look into the naked shorts thing. They will prosecute. I'll look into it, Dan. I'm down to look into it. Is that just like a hear or say thing, or is that like you had confirmation of it? I don't know what confirmation is, but it's something. It's something, chat. Yo, Marcus, happy birthday! Today's not my birthday, bro. We're not starting that again, are we, chat? Are we starting that again? It's not my birthday. It's not. We're not doing it again, man. We're not doing it. It seems like once a week, there's always somebody that starts the happy birthday. Oh, Lord. Yo, Wrathboy, thanks so much for the $5, man. I think that puts you guys in the tie for top donor of the day, you big dong and bands you. I'll give both of you guys the claps. Thank you guys for the support, though. I appreciate you, fam. Are you getting your SI off or text? Obviously, we can't see naked, so when we see the SI go to 0 and sell, I'm not looking at those numbers, Ben. Again, I'm not just looking at SI. I will know. We will know. Oh God, chat! Don't start the happy birthdays. Oh God, don't start it. I shouldn't even say don't start it because that starts it. I gotta learn, chat. I gotta learn. I wouldn't go off SI numbers, but again, because they're going to be covering shares, fake covering from long options. So I would be looking at the price. You will know when they're actually covering shares, right? You'll know when they're covering. You'll know it. It's not going to be like some $100 price point, right? Or something. You're going to see, if it's intraday, we're going to see moment or candlestick after candlestick of suspension. Especially as many naked shorts and synthetic shares that are out there. Man, guys, you and Matt have the same birthday. Darn it! I just gotta stop doing it every time, chat. Every time somebody's like happy birthday, I'm like, today's my birthday, and then all of a sudden everybody joins in. At least once a week, man. It's just a happy birthdays. Here they come, and then everybody comes in, man, and everybody's like, happy birthday. Oh God, I love you guys, man. You guys are a flip. Holy crap. No requesting, just saying thanks, brother. But I gotta go back. Oh, yo, hey Adam, man, I hope you have a great time at work, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'll look into it though. I'll look into it, Adam. I'm always down to look into it. Hey, yeah, I love you, brother. Have a great time at work. Stay safe though, bro. Stay safe, my man. We're ready for takeoff to the moon. Me and you both. I mean, it's eventually going to happen. Eventually Lambo is soon, right? Soon is very, it's a word that means a lot though, right? You can count soon within the next year, within the next month. Yeah. But nobody knows when the exact liftoff's going to be. I think as long as we keep price points up and they're continuing to bleed money and we're not selling off in big sell-offs, eventually one of them's going to give in, and that's when it'll break. They did a happy birthday to Matt today too. Oh Lord, dude, that's bad, dude. I feel bad, man. They did it. They've done it to me a couple times. I honestly feel like once a week over the past month, it's been like the happy birthday day. And then you have people that don't really know, and they come in and start saying happy birthday too, and then you're like, oh God. And then you get people donating, saying happy birthday, and then you're like, oh, did they think I'm actually having a birthday? And it's like, oh, I feel so bad now. But they're probably not. They're probably trolling. But at the end of the day, you feel bad, and you're like, oh, man. It's like, what happens to actually donating because they think it's your birthday? Yo, RIP, man. RIP. You guys are a trip, man. I love the community, though. At the end of the day, man, community's number one. And you guys are the people I look up to. So if you guys are wondering who I look up to in the community, man, I look up to you guys, honestly. Our community that we have going on in the Ape Nation, just building what we have here, man. And that's the people I look up to the most, honestly. AMC to the moon. You clearly haven't even been born yet. Expecting you soon. Yo, Cass, man, we're in it, bro. We're in it. Oh, dude, the charts after the screen is going to be crazy. Like, it's going to be hard to, like, fit everything in, man. It's just going to be like this. It's going to break out of the chart. It's going to be nutty. If you bring this back to the 1 hour, though, and I do get, like, people that get, like, they get some of those little snazzy hands. Like, oh, no, we don't know what to do. Like, we had the pull up right here, right? Pull up all the way to 77.26. We had that downturn, pull back up, downturn. I honestly think this right here could be the start of the next rip. And, dude, it'd be nice, though, if we could honestly break this last 77.26. If we could break last time's, that'd be nice. But if we can stay above, like, 75, there's a lot of options, guys, from, like, 74 on down. That'd be in the green for that next Monday on another, like, potential gamma. Which could slingshot us into the short. That'd be nice. So there's lots of catalysts in there, man, that could lead up to lots of stuff. We're testing 50. Yeah. We broke 50 for a little bit earlier. Then we got pushed off that 50. What is it, 50-30? Yeah, we're up to 50-30 earlier. We pushed off that. And then we got pushed back down a little bit, but I mean, volume's not been terrible, right? For a Friday after market, I mean, after, let's say, it's been, over an hour after market close. From right here on, it's not been bad in the volumes. I get, like, it's not like over here. Like, over here in the market, you have millions, right? But if you're saying in, like, the 30, 40,000 range, maybe even 50,000, you push 50,000 aftermarket for volume on AMC, it's not bad. That's definitely worthy enough, man, to push the stock, price north. Who is Marge, and why hasn't she called yet? I don't know, man. I love Marge, though. Marge is a nice, I wish she would call. I honestly wish Marge would call. I'd give her a saying or two. 100%. I don't know if you watch Matt, since you both stream all day. I don't. Yeah, I know, man. I don't get to watch a lot of other people, though. Obviously, again, either I'm doing, work on my end. I think I also have kids as well, so I do have 3 kids, and yeah, I don't have a lot of we time, I guess, to, like, sit around and watch a lot of stuff myself, because I'm always working, whether it's on the YouTube or outside of the YouTube stuff. On other markets, whether it's the real estate side of stuff or doing stuff for other clients. So there's a lot of stuff in between there. And so I don't get to watch a lot, but I do get to watch sometimes. Though. Your 100% sounds exactly right. You're saying my sounds? Or are you talking about my voice? I don't know. But hey, our voice is going to be a lot better. Right now, guys, we do have some echo. You probably can hear it. It's not as bad as it could be, but it's bad. I went and bought some what do you call it? Like some wool, which is like insulation wool for sound insulation stuff. And I bought some of that. I'm gonna go to the hardware store and get some wood and some lumber, because you guys know me, man. I'm all about that DIY, and I'm gonna make. I should be getting that. The wool stuff should be getting here on Sunday. So next week, man, I'll probably go tomorrow and buy that wood. I already have the wood, already have it cut down and ready to go, and have that wood already cut. I want to make my own sound panels throughout the house or out this room. Remember, this room is pretty massive. You guys don't get to see the whole room. But the room's pretty big. So this area all through here is mostly just blank walls. So there's lots of sound, echo coming off that reverb. I'm going to make, I think, about 12 panels. I think I should be able to make like 12 panels off what I made. So it's going to sound a lot better too. It's going to sound way, way better. Exactly like Trey sometimes, especially when you say 100%. Oh, I got you. Yo, good old Trey, man. Trey's a great guy too, man. I love Trey. The energy vibes, bro. The vibes. Thanks for answering my question, Jason. Out of all the YouTubes, you're the only one who has answered me on multiple occasions. Appreciate it and things. I think at the end of the day, Ben, I'm sure they don't mean to pass you up either, but I do appreciate you, Ben. And I'm definitely not going to get to everybody, but I try, right? I definitely do try. Probably answer thousands and thousands and thousands of questions. Nobody has to donate for those questions. Nobody has to, be a subscriber, hit the sub button down below, the join button. Again, those things are awesome and amazing, and I appreciate it a lot. But I don't want to make anybody feel like they have to. You know what I mean? I want to make everybody feel like they're welcome. Wait, dude, I know what the lumber prices are, Eric. But if you went and looked at sound panels, for like 4 sound panels, man, or like 6 is like $300. I can make 12 sound panels for like $200, right? So, yeah, I'm a do it myself person, right? Like when we buy a house, that's means demo. I do the demo myself. I can do the flooring myself, right? I can do the plumbing mostly myself. I learned a lot of stuff from my grandfather, right, when I was in my teens, and I like doing a lot of stuff myself, honestly. I can do it. I can pay somebody to do it, too. So if I'm in a time crunch, I'll pay somebody to do it, right? If I don't have time to do it, if it's a lot of work, then I'll definitely pay somebody. If it makes sense for me to pay to get it done, I'll do it, right? Or if it's something to do with, like, wiring that has to be, up to codes and all that stuff, obviously, I can mess with wiring, too. I can do it. But I'm definitely not, certified. So you get to have somebody certified and things like that and those kind of things. So, but if I can do it myself, I'm going to do it. And if I can save some money, like, and make my own sound panels, I'll save some money and make my own sound panels. And plus, again, I like DIY stuff, man. I love it. It's fun. Gives me something else to do. Yo, Zach, exactly. I mean, hey, I do love some nice social drinks, though. You guys will see. They're going to be nice, though, man. They're going to be nice. I bought some, here, I'll get it real quick. I bought some stuff to go over them. I got some gray and white. Oh, bought some, I bought some fabric. I bought like some, I guess it's like a dark gray or a grayish color and white. So I'm going to intertwine these, right? So like one of the panels will be white, one of the panels will be gray, one of the panels will be white. And they'll be all the way through here. They'll be up and down. They're going to be like bigger, I guess, rectangles. And I'll probably put them a little bit sideways and sleek them down, one up top, one up bottom. And then there's a wall over here. I'll put a couple on. And there's walls everywhere, obviously. But I'll spread them out. I'm also going to hang one above my head. Hang one right above my head as well. So the sound's going to be great. Sound's going to be amazing. Hopefully by the end of next week, I'll have them all up. And man, it's going to be orgasmic. I can't wait for the sound to be so much better. There's so much reverb right now. I can hear it myself. I know you guys can hear. I do have filters on that kind of like makes the reverb not sound as bad, but it'd be nice just not to have those filters on and just the reverb be perfecto. Have my apartment submerged underwater. Holy crap. You're really, Mitchell? That stinks, man. I went through that before. I went through the flooding issues before, man. That's never fun. Having to tear out like a foot of your drywall all the way across the foot of your house, man. Having to cut all that out and put new drywall in and let it dry out. Oh god, it's a pain. That is a pain, man. What do you think about Palantir? I love Palantir. Long term, I think if you can get a buy-in price below the $25 mark, especially the closer you get to 20, I think the better. But long term wise, I think Palantir is great. Just like I like Oracle, man. Oracle's another company. A little bit more known probably than Palantir. It pays a dividend as well, but I like Oracle as well on that end. But those are long-term plays. It's not something like a squeeze play or something that's like a movement like AMC. Those are like plays you'd want to put money into after the squeeze, right? I wouldn't go sell your AMC or something like that to be buying into some of these areas. If somebody in the chat tells you guys to go sell your stock, to go buy this stock, they're probably a hedge fund. I don't want to say that, but they're probably one that either they don't know what they're talking about. If you're going to put money into something, it's other kind of money, that's fine. But I wouldn't go sell your stock right now. The upside potential is massive. We need to get a hold of that crop report. Yeah, I agree, PS. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, had to replace plaster with drywall. Yeah, that really stinks, Daniel. That really stinks, dude. Yeah, man, floods are never fun. Sounds fine to me, LOL. Dude, I'm like people ask me all the time, like, why I wear these, like my headset all the time, like in videos too. It's because the reason why, if you guys ever wonder why I'm using my headset even in videos, because I actually hear myself talking. So I have everything put back right into this headset. So everything you guys are hearing, I'm hearing. That way, again, I'm just an audio nerd in general. So I like to at least hear what I sound like, yada, yada, yada. And when we moved, like my old house, man, like the reverb in that house was perfect, right? But I had everything set up perfect, and the room wasn't near as big, so the reverb wasn't as crazy. And we moved in this house. I've been meaning to do it. I've been putting it off, and eventually I was like, F it, I'm just going to buy those and put my own panels up. Can you hear me? Yes, I can actually. Well, I'm trying to like think of how your voice would sound in real life, Nufo, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Jason is Cashville, aka Nashville's finest. A very cool dude. I lived in downtown Memphis. Dude, Bill Street is amazing. 3 years. Nice, dude. Nice, DJ. I remember you said you lived in Tennessee for a while. No, I got you, bro. I mean, we're all messing with each other in a day. We're all community. Don't think I'm like, if you guys ever think I get mad about stuff like that, believe me, I don't ever get mad about stuff like that. We're all playing with each other. Not in the dirty way either. You know what I mean? Yo, guys, we finally got our hookup, though, with Public. If you guys haven't signed up with Public, if you sign up with Public, even put like $1 in, you guys get a free stock worth of the $70 with Public right there. Yo, what's up? More smoke. Hope you're doing well, my man. If you guys haven't hit the like button, make sure you guys smack the like button as well. Definitely helps out. If you guys aren't a sub, make sure you guys hit the sub button. It is 5 o'clock, though, so I should probably head off because it is 5. I need to make a video. And that way that video's out before like 8 o'clock. It takes a while to make videos, man. And you're actually like doing lots of, info work and making sure you're putting out like, legit content that's not battered down content. So I probably should head off, honestly. Yeah, I feel you, Daniel. But as somebody that's obviously doing a stream, like I mean, if I don't hear my own voice, honestly, and know that everything's going out good, then I just baby, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. All right, chat. I think that's going to be it for me today, though. I will have a video out in a little bit. It is 5 o'clock my time in Nashville, so I do want to get the video out before it's like super late. I will have a video out that day, man. It's going to be a banger. Straight banger, dude. I got a lot of info, man, that I already got. I know when to do. I'm going to search for some more info as well, just to make sure I got everything I want to talk about. And I'll film the video, get it edited really quick, and then get it slung out on YouTube. If you guys haven't, make sure to smack the like button down below. Hit the sub button. Hit the little bell notification so you guys can stay up to date. If you guys wonder what I'm using, I am using Webull. If you sign up Webull right there, put $100 in, you get those 2 free stocks worth up to $1,800 as well. And if you haven't joined our Discord channel, join Discord. It's an awesome place, man. There's over 1,700 people, aka apes, that are in there, man, hanging out, enjoying each other. Again, all we ask, man, is to stay super positive, and let's just try to have a positive community, man, overall. At least our subsector of the community, at least being positive, be nice. I get it. Sometimes it's hard to do that, but at the end of the day, man, we got to try at least, right? That way, one, it looks good for other people looking on the outside that want to come in and join. And two, we don't have like crazy stuff out there written about us and spreading more downward looking on the community in general. I appreciate you guys. If you guys, again, join our Discord right there. I'll see you guys tomorrow, though. We have a live stream tomorrow as well, guys, so don't worry about that. We will have a live stream tomorrow. If you guys haven't followed us on the Twitter sphere, you can follow us here, man, on the Twitter sphere. Right here, my man. Right here. All right, guys. Appreciate everybody being here. Everybody stay safe today. And I'll see you guys on the video in a little bit. Make sure to smack the like on that. Hit that comment down below on the video as well, man. Let me guys know what you guys think is going to happen on Monday. Peace out, chat.